All right, here we are, back again. Another WeDeck battle report. We're joined by Colin once again, who is our local cities guy. We are lucky that he's got a ton of stuff because that lets us show off all of the not exactly new Cities of Sigmar units. I'm excited to get booty blasted off the board by the dwarves and elves that ignore my rend and...
No, we just ignore your saves. You can have your rend.
Oh,
no
yeah.
Saves are not allowed.
You have infinity rend as well.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so I'm excited to see some of this in action. We're both kind of playing like the good guy, bad guy version of the casting factions in our armies. I decided to just run some honest slaves to darkness.
Honest, he says.
Honestly, I mean, it's just heavy metal dudes. There's no like untamed beast. There's no splintered fang. No Archeon. Just some guys.
Are you sure you know how to play without Untamed Beast?
We're going to find out. I've got it coming to me because I was just at an RTT and I ran 120 zombies into Gash, and I see why Tom Guan is crushing people, even with the bad version of that list. It is awful toxic nonsense. But yeah, we're excited to get started and to show off the new Cities book. We're taking advantage of the fact that nobody knows who we are, and we got no NDA stuff with GW, so we can stream whatever we want whenever we want it. So the book leaked somehow. Nobody else has done it yet, so we're going to be the first ones to start it off.
It's what the people want.
It's what the people want. We're here to deliver what the people want. So you want to kind of go through let's start with the orders. So orders are normally hidden information, but this is the first stream for Cities of Sigmar. We're, on our end learning the order stuff, and we also want it to be clear to you guys what orders are being delivered, so that on this first stream we can all kind of like learn stuff. Normally I wouldn't have that information. Good news, I can hardly remember my own rules, so I'm definitely not going to remember what these dice mean.
Everyone knows that the real reason he wants me on the channel is I remind him how to play his army.
It's all true.
So I've got cities. I only have dwarves and elves. If anybody has looked at the cities book, you know that you're basically going to want to start with like 20 Fusiliers and a Warforger. And then, throw in 10 Steel Helms because, hey, now you've got 2 battle line. They aren't out yet, and I just wanted to see what all my elves and dwarves do. I personally have about 8,000 points of cities still, even after, my Phoenix Guard got cut. So I just decided to throw things on the table and we'll see what happens. So what I've got here is over on each side, I have 2 units of Drakespawn Knights. These guys are pretty decent. Previously, they were being used as kind of like cheap screens because they've got 2 wounds, 3 up save, blah, blah, blah. They can still be used as that because they're only 140 points, but they can actually kill a squad of Liberators on a charge now, which is an improvement. And that's without needing the spell. Yeah, we're getting places, boys. Continuing on, I brought 1 Dreadlord on Black Dragon. Here, let's turn him around so he's facing the camera.
Respect my army, sir.
So the Dreadlord's going to be my general. He is making the Drakespawn Knights battle line, in case that ever becomes relevant. I am running him at the Draconic Blood Pact, which is probably not the best command trait, but it just means that I can give the mount +1 attacks in exchange for taking a damage. Woohoo. Continuing on with just kind of what's over here, I have a block of 20 Hammerers. Now, as printed in the book so far, Hammerers don't have command. It's pretty likely that that's a mistake. So we're going to go ahead and run it with command, and we're just going to use the exact same command rules as all the other dwarves. Unit leader gets +1 attack, banner gets +1 bravery, musician gets +1 to run in charge. We did do a little discussion about that, but we're 95% certain that's going to get FAQ'd.
Yeah.
Continuing on, I have a Warden King right here. The Warden King is being bodyguarded by the Hammerers, aka as long as he's within 3 inches, he gets a 4-up ward. Additionally, if the Warden King fights, the Hammerers can fight immediately after. And that's all the dwarves I'm bringing today. I was originally planning to bring some more, but I started fiddling with lists and I kept running out of room. I was either 70 points under or 10 points over when I tried to throw in my iron breakers. So, sucks to be me. I know. Everybody's really sympathetic about that. So to round it off, I've got a unit of 10 Dread Spears up here. They continue being garbage that stands in front and then gets sacrificed at the altar of the sorceresses.
Right.
Because, that's what they're here for. Continuing on, I have a block of 20 Black Guard. This is one unit of 20, and I've got 2 sorceresses here. The sorceresses get 4 up ward if they're near her, and they get 4 up ward if she's near them. If one of them is near them. Yep. So we've got that, and then I've got a unit of 10 executioners. Ignore the fact that they are ancient sword masters. They're totally executioners now.
Are these the metal ones?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to pick it up. God, what in the world? 25 mil bases weigh like as much as an Archeon.
Hey, if you annoy me too much, sock time.
It's true.
All right. And then because even though the Hurricanum doesn't give the +1 to hit buff out to non-humans anymore,
Racist. Very racist.
I decided to throw a Hurricanum in anyways, just because I finally finished painting it, and I needed some excuse to put it on the field.
It's true.
I never want to paint another one. Whoever sculpted this has an aversion to flat spaces, so one is going to be it for a while.
Right.
And then while we're here, I'm just going to go over the orders really quick.
Okay.
So what I'm using today for orders is I've got a die. I'm putting this dice down near the guys, and then I have this nice, lovely cheat sheet here, which I, put everything that my army can actually do on. And the order that I wrote down the orders is going to be whatever's on the dice. In this case, and he totally doesn't know any of this. I've got this guy with counter charge, so he can have a unit within 3 inches charge in the enemy charge phase. The Warden King here, where was he? Has formed shield wall, so I can go ahead and give the hammers a 5-up ward if he decides to come over here. Mm-hmm. They do get fight last, but because of shenanigans, if he engages the Warden King can strike, and then they can strike immediately after, even though they're fight last.
Right.
Over here, I have another counter charge on the Hurricanum. No, counter charge is not race locked, so anybody can do it. I have yet another counter charge on this sorceress because he's making me go first, so I know it's coming. And then I have a fight first on this sorceress. So anything that's within 3 inches of these guys, I can say, hey, you're going to be fight first, and you're going to be charging in the enemy charge phase. So, come at me, bro.
Yeah, I will. I mean, that's what... It's got the guys on the horses. They're going to come charging at you.
So that is my list, and the orders that I've got for turn 1.
Sweet. I'll do my list, and then we can do our little, not unsponsored beer commercial. Oh, did you mention you had a Maelstrom in your list?
Oh, yes. Random Maelstrom. We'll see if I remember to cast it.
All right. So I'm playing Kabbalist, Slave to Darkness. My moral compass left my body as soon as they had cool armor. My general is the Karkadak Lord. He has the Idolater Lord to make him a priest. He knows heal. All my heroes are also wizards, so he knows the Fight Last spell. I've got 2 units of Core Knights, 2 units of Nurgle Warriors, and 1 unit of Slanesh Chosen with the Screaming Banner, which allows me to run and charge.
Who's your Slanesh hero?
Because my Slanesh hero are the 2 Sorcerer Lords.
Okay.
So the Sorcerer Lords are the Slanesh heroes. One of them knows Blizzard and I believe Chaotic Conduit, and the other one knows Hoarfrost and Run and Charge for a mounted unit. What else do I have?
Chaos Lord.
Chaos Lord. He's undivided with Chaotic Conduit. My grand strategy is to roll the what's it called? Dark Apotheosis on the Wheel of Value. I don't even remember what it's called. Not Mark of Chaos. Whatever it is. The gifts of being super cool. So if I roll an 11 or a 12, I won't turn it into a demon prince because that war scroll is bad, but I will get to pick, anything I want from the list of abilities. Aside from that, I have opted to allow you to go first, and I need to also roll for chosen. So I'm going to bring up the wheel of value real quick, and we're going to see what I get. So for the chaos chosen, I roll a d6 and add 2. 6, adding
8.
2.
What is 8?
I think that's Rend.
You sure? I thought that was the ward.
Slaughter is strength. Until the battle ends, improve Rend by 1. Yeah.
Nobody gets to save this game.
That's the dream roll. But you're gonna have a ward though, a 4-up ward on.
On these guys.
Yeah. Or I guess over there you have the option to.
No, they are 5-up ward. They're not the special.
They're not great.
Yeah.
All right. So -1 Rend. And that's me. Let's do the beer stuff. I guess my list wasn't up. My bad.
No, it was up.
It was.
He turned it on.
He's so good at this.
Somebody knows how to run the stream.
Somebody. Thank God it's. Also, as always, big shout out to the man in the chair who makes it all possible, Mason. So cheers to you, Mason. I'm going to cheers to you with this boat meal stout, which is an oatmeal stout from Dry Dock, which is a local brewery out here. It's just a nice, smooth, medium to heavy-bodied stout. Not too bitter, not too sweet. I don't know what else I can say about it, but if you have a chance to check out solid beer. If you have a chance to check out Dry Dock, I don't think that they have any beers that are my favorite beer, but I rarely have anything that I'm not a fan of, and I know that Ian One was who we're going to call. Ian One loves the apricot blonde, so there's a lot of good options depending on your personal preference. And you're not drinking a beer; you're drinking something a little bit classier.
Sure, we can call it classy. So I've got this bourbon here. This is a Woodford Reserve, and which one am I drinking today? I brought the wheat whiskey. So Woodford Reserve is one of my favorite bourbons. And it turns out that they have a wheat version, which changes the flavor a little bit, comes out a little bit smoother in my opinion. But whether it's just the bourbon whiskey or wheat whiskey, they're fairly decent. And because I do want to be semi-functional for this stream, I'm doing a very small pour in a mixed drink together with some apple cider.
Nice.
So technically a cocktail.
Yay!
Very classy.
That's why it's classy.
And then Mason, you had big feelings about your beer.
Yeah, this is a Starburst IPA. I don't know if Ecliptic is the brewery, but it's just a super nice, fruity IPA. Thomas called it the most bitter IPA he's ever tasted, but if you're like me and you've beaten your bitter taste buds into submission and you don't notice things like that, really fruity, nice, easy drinking IPA.
All right, and in a rare move, I'm going to remember this at the beginning of the stream and not the end. If you are excited for our new Cities book, let's hear a like and subscribe.
We did it!
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you like the book, if you hate the book, if you think Colin is handsome. Doesn't matter, just leave us a note. Shout out to Darton and Rich Castle in the chat. Nice to see you guys made it, especially Rich, who has... it's pretty late out in the UK right now. So I know that we try and get these a little bit early so that those guys can hop in if they have time, So one final note. This is a very busy board. We've got walls and a little scatter terrain all over the place. The walls and scatter terrain we're going to ignore because otherwise you would be at a disadvantage because your whole deployment's like 75% wall. So we're just going to
behind the walls, guys.
Walk through it, charge through it. Looks cool. We're not going to let it prevent us from having a good time. So that said, I think that we're ready to rock and roll.
Sounds good.
Top of 1 goes to Cities of Sigmar.
Okay. So I already went over the orders.
Yep.
And orders technically happen after priority is determined. Priority, this is determined by whoever drops first, but he says who's going first, and then I choose my orders. We just did that off stream so that way I could make all the, big thinking decisions before, filling dead air. So what I'm going to do then, my army is Hollow Heart, which means that I can do 3d6 casting, except for if I cast over a 10, then I take d3 mortal wounds, which is why my sorceresses are hugging the Black Guard so closely.
Because that gives them the 4-up ward and helps them mitigate it.
Yep.
Do we want to roll for primal/fun dice?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
I need dice.
You don't, did we not give you dice?
You didn't give me dice.
All right, just pick a color over there and pour out some dice.
Well,
Don't worry about
we'll
it.
ignore that.
Yeah. That's the smallest bag of dice, so we're all good. Confetti dice.
Woo!
To celebrate the new book. All right, so here we go. 4-ups.
All right.
Fun dice from me, no fun dice from you.
Okay.
And then I'm an Andorian Locust.
Is that every battle round?
Every battle round.
Okay, so
I have 2, you have 2.
woohoo! Because we are both running the Locust battalions.
Yes.
In case we were fools and didn't say anything.
No.
No.
We
would never do that.
We're super pro.
Yeah. Totally.
Rich Castle, what did you drink out of the pub, man? I need to hear about it. I don't know anything about beers in England, aside from the fact that they're pints.
Specifically, did the IPA craze ever really hit the UK, or were you smart and you skipped that?
All right, so that's that.
Okay. Yeah, so that happens before beginning of the... that happens start of the hero phase.
Right.
So I need to do heroic action, and I need to choose my battle tactic. Now, I am clearly a pro with the new book, and also we are running Power Flux.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
So good at this.
Oh, man. So before we do anything else, you need to decide which these things are active.
Let me just describe Power Flux. It's a busy board, so it might be hard to see. We've also got filters that remove the glare from these objectives. The downside is that all you kind of see are the purple little circles. So there's objectives along this side and along this side. These are objectives A. These are objectives B. So the person who's going second chooses which set are active. Then the scoring is you control 1 if you have 1, you control 1 if you have both, and then you control 1 for each objective you control that is contested by a friendly Andorian Locust and has no enemy Andorian Locusts contesting it. Then you score 1 victory point if any enemy wizards were destroyed in that battle round. Then 2 if you get your grand strat, or excuse me, your battle tactic. So that's kind of what it is. And did we talk about your grand strat?
Oh, no.
Banners held high?
Yeah, so banners held high. I have to have more totems and standard bearers than he does. Sadly for me, his army actually brought some.
True. All right, so anyway, we might have gotten through the entire list of things, so...
We'll find out soon. If we forgot anything, let us know, chat.
Let us know. All right, so
which ones are active?
Which ones are active? Let's just be lazy and activate the A.
Okay. Well, it's going to be really hard for me to score that extra point with the Andorian Locust.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right. Let's see here. So with that active, as I was saying, clearly I'm a pro, and I totally measured everything out, and I can't actually get these guys outside my deployment zone. So...
Oh, yeah, because this is the one that has all the way up the front.
Yep, halfway up. So I cannot do...
Intimidate the invaders?
No, not intimidate. Surround and destroy.
Gotcha.
So, we'll let my pro move slide, and...
Speaking of which, I need to remind myself what my battle tactics are to see if I can do anything.
We'll find out. So let's see here. Because of the list that I brought, everybody who's looked at the city's tactics has said, "Oh, these are easy." Except for you have to actually build your list for it, and without having the Fusiliers or the D&D party. I don't have some of the easy tactics. The only one from cities that I can actually do here is charging with 3 elf units. Do you
think you can do it?
Only if you leave a unit uncharged.
Fair enough.
So that being said, I'm going to be mostly focusing on GHB tactics. Since I've got 2 primal die and I'm a 3d6 cast anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and do magical dominance and cast spell without it being unbound. So I need to cast at least 1. With the Hollow Heart casting, amusingly enough, because the rules say that an unmodified 2 is a failure, I cannot.
They just added into the FAQ.
They added that into the FAQ as far as if you do the primal dice. So if you have the primal dice, 2 1s will still mean a primal failure.
I think at a tournament, we will always see people roll. If you get 2 1s.
You tell me how we're rolling it tonight.
If you get 2 1s, it's a miscast. And
Cool.
That's how I'm doing it too. Since I have the same 3d6.
Yours specifically specifies, though, that you fail or you get a special miscast for d6 if you fail.
Right.
Whereas mine says if I cast on a 10 up, I'm taking d3 mortal wounds. Unmodified.
Unmodified. And are you concerned about
So,
if you get 2 1s on 3 dice?
yeah, so if you get 2 1s on 3 dice, technically it's not a miscast, so it could still go off.
I think we should play it like that's a miscast.
Okay.
I think most TOs are going to roll that as a miscast.
Yep, but if I roll 10 up on unmodified, and note primal dice are modifiers, so if I had a primal dice after this,
You're totally safe.
I'm safe. I am going to take damage.
All right.
So, saying that, I probably should have said this earlier. Green and orange here has the Anklet of Epiphany, which is +6 inch range to her spells. Of course, my sorceresses both are just running Tenebral Blades, because why would I do anything else?
Joey, your question is, is the Grand Alliance casual team jersey? Yeah, I have to custom make them through orders. It's way cheaper if we can order 3 or more. So if you want to pay maximum money for a jersey, you're welcome to hit us up. Send me a comment or an email. It's thomas@weekendecadent.com.
Put it in the chat.
Yeah, but and use the word @ rather than the symbol so we don't get bot spammed. Send me an email if you're interested. I'll tell you how much it costs.
What was it again? Thomas?
Thomas@weekenddecadent, one word, .com. All right, sorry.
Tenebral Blades, for anybody who can't remember, means that I ignore any save rolls that you have in melee. So, let's see. I'm going to cast that, and you know what? Let's make this fun. I'm going to put it on the Executioners if it goes off.
It's the way to live.
Whee! 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm already guaranteed a
little
some damage, and I was an idiot and forgot to stab some guys first.
So you stab some guys first.
Yeah, so
it's fine, all right.
Dread Spears. They took one for the team.
Right.
So both the sorceresses now have +2 to cast, and while I'm still thinking about it, let's see if I get a CP over here. No, I don't.
And then my heroic action will be a CP. I got it. It's going to be on my general.
Okay, so 10, and I am going to go ahead, and I'm just going to move this out of the way, and add a primal die. Whoop. 11, 12, 13, 14. You know what? Just keep adding more primals. Make this
He
unprimal.
wants this to go off because it's so good.
19. So on a 19...
All right, how many casts do you have? Just 3?
I've got 3.
3?
But if you unbind anything, I fail my battle tactic.
Oh, so it behooves me to go after this one. All right, so I'm not gonna even throw primals because I can't get to your number.
Okay. So I cast on a really high number, so I'm gonna take D3 mortal wounds. 3! Woohoo! All right, but do I really?
Yep. So you have that 4 upward.
4 upward. I take 3. Perfect.
Perfect.
This is why we all.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I actually. Oh, you want to?
Oh, you got it? No, if you got it, I'm good. I'm just.
All right. So I'm just gonna put that there.
Okay.
And with that, I am going to call it a day on casting and not risk my battle tactic.
All right. I still can't pronounce this name. Guitar Mogyoff.
Guitar McGorf.
Guitar McGorf. So we're just running models that are available today. We're not playing any proxies for like all the Fusiliers and the cannons, all the cool stuff. Just like we don't have any agreements with GW, which is why we're able to stream this since the book was leaked, and we're just playing off of the leaked stuff. So no cannons today. We're playing elves and dwarves. We're going to see what Sigmar's least loved races can do against the slaves to darkness. All right, let's do it.
I'd like to say you're wrong, but I can't.
All right, so you got your spell off. You got your battle tactic. Do you want to risk any more casting?
No.
Smart.
I'm not that dumb today. I haven't drunk enough to do that yet.
All right.
We'll see what I can do later. All right, so I'm going to call that the end of my hero phase. Note, the Hurricane shoots something within 18, but for some reason he didn't start with an 18.
Dang it. Cool.
Such a shame.
If I brought those Untamed Beasts, baby.
Yeah, come on, man. All right, so let's go to movement. And let's be real here. I'm just going to kind of shuffle up the side over here.
Cool. Getting ready for Surround
so
and
that way
Destroy
I
next
can
turn.
surround and destroy next turn. Because,
Yeah.
I'm smart. It's my story and I'm sticking to it, okay, guys?
All right.
Banner.
Still in the pub. I didn't realize Rich was watching from the pub. I'm actually drinking an IPA at the moment. Neck oil, but Beavertown Brewery, or by Beavertown Brewery. Thomas, I'm English. We drink all the alcohol.
If it's alcohol, we drink it.
Yeah.
No trends.
I think it was Mason that was asking if you drink IPAs.
Yeah.
So yeah, the answer is yes. Do they drink this thing? Yes, is the answer apparently.
Okay.
I didn't realize that I was catering to the UK crowd with my fake beer commercials, but now I know.
The truth is out.
I think that's
truth is
appropriate for Age of Sigmar.
It's true for a game developed in Nottingham, England.
Okay. And then let's go ahead and do a little shuffling in the middle.
Okay.
So that way I can, totally screen you out.
And the purple ones are the Dread Spears, right?
Yes, purple is Dread Spears. Blue is Blackguard.
The bright blue is the Executioners,
Executioners.
and then the Phoenix Guard are going to be your
Blackguard. Yep.
Blackguard. So while we didn't want to do a bunch of proxying for the new stuff, I think that you're going to see a lot of Phoenix Guards suddenly become Dark Elves.
Yeah, let's be real. People actually purchased Phoenix Guard because they were kind of good in the last book.
Right.
Blackguard, not so much. So I'm pretty sure that at least for the next year or two, you will see more Phoenix Guard as Blackguard than Blackguard as Blackguard.
Right. Especially because Blackguard is simply just the Phoenix Guard and different clothing, same rules, right?
Well, they didn't have the fort ward previously, but yeah, they're the exact same thing.
Is there a percentage of viewers from England? I'm not sure. I know that stat's available, but I haven't memorized it because I'm not making money off of any of this. So I'm not worried about who my demographic is. You know who my demographic are? People that play this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
sounds
that's it. I
probably-
figured it out. Yeah,
sounds
bam. Huge
Big
brain.
brain. Yeah.
And I'm usually painting because we have live streams rather than edited content because my life is only so long.
And then let's just kind of shuffle forward. And you know what? If the dwarves want to make it into combat today, they need to start moving. So,
That's true. They are pretty slow.
woohoo! We're going to stand on the objective. Actually, let's move the Warden King first, because technically he's not part of the unit.
That's all good. You know that he was a hammerer back before he was a Warden King.
Yes. I mean, he still got the hammer. He just, shrunk it a little bit to pick up a shield, too.
It's true. I mean, he's really tall, so maybe he just got larger and the hammer stayed the same. So I don't think his profile is as good as a hammer profile, is it? I'm sure it's just 5 attacks, 3s, neg 1/1 or something done.
No, actually, it's 5 attacks, 3s, neg 2, D3.
So
This Warden King will outslap a Lord Selston to unfoot.
yeah.
Not that takes much, but he's there.
There's not it's hard to. I think it's hard to make the claim that there's outrageous power creep certainly there's been some rules creep, but nothing has been more obvious to me that there's like flat power creep than hero profiles, where some ratty goblin is the same as like a Stormcast.
Let's be real. Every single Stormcast hero war scroll needs to rewrite. They need to actually slap. So I'm going to call that my movement. I'm just kind of like hovering over here on this objective whenever it activates. If you try to come at me, well, I might just countercharge you.
Just real quick, Sajolian, we'll get to your question after he's done with his turn. When I'm moving, that'll be a great time to fill the void of my movement phase with chit chat.
A void?
I know. All right.
Well, so let's go to the shooting phase. Okay, done. Let's go to charges.
Well, this is one of the. Once that book releases, the shooting phase is going to be a spicy phase for Cities.
Looks like I am out of range, to nobody's surprise.
All right.
Dwarves can't run. And I'm just going to tell you to come at me now.
All right.
So that's going to be it from my turn, and we're going to move on to your turn.
Sounds good.
And note the orders are for the turn, or for the battle round.
Right.
So it's the same orders are sticking around for the entire battle round, whether you go first or second. And then when the next turn comes around, whether I go first or he goes first, I'm going to be issuing new orders from all my heroes.
Right. All right. So your score, you hold the 1. You hold it with a locus.
Yep.
And you got your. You got your battle tactic.
Yep. So I should be at 4.
All right. Sweet. My battle tactic is going to be Enthralled Chaos, which means I need to roll on the wheel of value, whatever that thing's called.
The Eye of the Gods table.
Yeah!
See, one of us can remember it.
One of us can remember. I'm just going to keep calling it the wheel of value.
I mean, let's be honest, it's a bit
I watched the Halo video, and now that's all that's in my head.
You make sure you aren't mixing up with the Nerdle wheel?
There's no value there.
Oh, okay.
You don't control it. You know, it's
Fair.
It was released too early before they hit their, in my opinion, their best book, which was, as far as balance goes, Slaves to Darkness. Let's roll off for Primal Magic Dice. We got one from me.
Get none from me.
And then my Locus, yes for me.
Okay, my Locus, yes for me. So you should have what, 5? 4?
Something like that.
And then a big number.
I was supposed to pick somebody to be my my cast so many spells, Antorian, like Primal Focus, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be the guy. It's going to be one of my wizards, so that way I can cast so many spells. We're going to start out here because I'm supposed to be
Heroic action.
Heroic actions. Oh yeah. We are gonna. I didn't use this. Great.
Did either of you spend a CP last round?
No. So, we should each go up 1. Then I will do a heroic leadership on my general again, so I get that fate command point back.
Okay. Well, since I'm not sure that I'm going to go through 3 CP this turn, my dwarf is going to try and counter all of your magic. All of it.
Every magic.
Yeah. If
All
it's
right.
magic, he's going to try and say no.
So you've got 4
4
unbinds now.
unbinds.
And then I've got 1 cast on my general, 2 casts on 1 Chaos Sorcerer Lord, 3 casts on the other one, and then 1 cast on my my Chaos Lord.
Yep, and I have an unbind in range, or everybody is in range of all of your dudes.
All right, cool. So let's start out with my my general. He's going to go for Mystic Shield on a 7. Wait. My heroic action's actually supposed to be to do the
3d6 casting
in an area. So they're all. I don't do that. I cast 3d6 in an area.
So 7 plus 6.
You want to take a shot at a 13.
You can have a Mystic Shield. It's not like I care about your save anyways.
Yeah.
But you said you were going to counter everything.
You said it. Oh, you've already failed.
He has 7 casts and I only have 4 unbinds. I gotta save mine.
That's true. Then
now I want you to primal on miscast on the guy in the center. Do it for me.
I refuse. I refuse to do it.
Come on, let's make that FAQ relevant. Do the
Negative.
2 6s and a 1.
Negative.
And then add a primal 1.
All right, so then I'm going to put Unholy Power, whatever it's called, on those dumb knights there.
That's the sorcerer spell?
Yes, the War Scroll spell. So that is 5, 6,
10.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Would you like to add a primal dice?
Negative.
All right.
I don't need any Chernobyls happening in my backfield. You know what I mean?
Whee! A 10. Well, fine. I will add 1 primal to make it an 11.
All right. So I don't get +1/+1 on those knights. Then I'll cast Run and Charge from that guy. I'm trying to blow it up. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Does that go off?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
7. It casts on a 6 or 7.
Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. And I don't want run. Is it run and charge or is it 3d6 charge?
It's 3d6 charge.
Okay.
Right, sorry. Demonic speed.
Yeah. 12 says no. Yeah, we did it!
You did it. All right. So then, last but not least, we're gonna put out one of the meaningless spells. We're gonna start with this thing.
Supposed to start with that first, man. Come on.
No.
Don't you know how to play this?
Negative. That is a 3, 7, 8, 9. I've got so many primals, and
There wasn't a 1 in this one for once.
yeah. So I'll leave it there so you can see it. There's a 1.
Whoa, we did it!
We did it. All right. So that's a 10.
10? You know what? Sure, let's stop this one. Whee.
Negative.
Never. You can have it just this once.
Just this one.
Limited time
All
offer.
right, I gotta come around this side now.
All right, so let's go ahead and look at the questions. Cities running the big
cities
cannon
ally
today.
in?
Nope, no big cannon today. No humans allowed. The book's gonna be racist. I'm gonna be racist back. Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to say that out loud.
Did Thomas lose yet? Ian won. We talked about you earlier, Ian. Go ahead.
Let's see. Who can cities ally in, and is there anything favorable for cities and coalition units? Okay, so in the new cities book, there is no more coalition. All the coalition is gone. So good luck. As far as allies, we can ally in everything except for Seraphon. I think. I would need to double check, but aside from maybe trying to get Celestant Prime in to, do his usual, he's better in every army except Stormcast thing. The problem is anytime that you ally something in, it can't give an order. So that means that most of the heroes are going to be out because you want the orders. And everything else, I mean, maybe you want to run some eels or some Dawn Riders or something like that, but there's not strong reasons to run anything other than because it's your pet unit.
Right. Josh, the way that Primal Dice work is you both roll a die. For each 4-up we roll, we both get 1 die. So if I roll 1, we both get 1. If we both roll a 4-up, we both get 2. Right? So then...
then on top of that, we both have the Andorian Locust Battalion.
Yeah. Acolytes.
Oh,
Acolytes.
Yeah.
And so then in each hero phase, we individually roll a die, and if we get a 3-up, only us get that. Only that person that rolled that die will get that dice. So there's just going to be a lot of Primal Dice, my friend. Anyway, so I haven't been on the channel in so long. I know, we missed your face, but you've been busy. You've been traveling the world. And by the world, I mean the United States.
It's big enough. Counts.
Yeah, yeehaw. So anyway, we'll get back. Let's get the hero phase moving. Otherwise, we'll be in the top of 1 for 1,000, or bottom of 1 for 1,000 years. So I've got still 3 more casts here. You've just got one
more unbind.
One more unbind. We're gonna go for Hoarfrost. That goes off on exactly an 8. Would you like to take a shot?
Would you like to add a primal die?
Negative.
Oh man, I keep trying.
Keep rolling 1s on them. I'm not doing it.
On an 8, you know what? I'm not afraid of it.
That's a really good spell on the Knights.
I'm not afraid of anything else that you're casting, so you know what? Let's end it. 10.
All right, no Hoarfrost.
But you know what? I'm just gonna add a primal die because I don't have any more unbinds. So let's see. Yeah, 12.
All right, bam.
Did it.
So remove that primal die. Okay, so now I'm gonna cast.
I have no more unbinds. Go away. Go
probably the Aether Void Pendulum. It's not as good as the Geminids, but it's cooler. So I'm casting it. But am I?
What does it go off on?
I think it goes off on a 6, but I'm not casting very good right now. Oh, you know what? I haven't rolled any double 1s, so I'm not going to complain.
I've done a couple test games with cities, and I will say that I have Primal Miscast already, and the fort board is good, but as we saw, sometimes not good enough.
Right. All right. So this is going to be. It goes off on a 6, so we're okay.
We did it. Do we partake in Oktoberfest? I do not, because Oktoberfest is more about beer than about the good stuff.
But the rest of us on this channel definitely like Oktoberfest, as long as it's dark beer. All right. So I have cast one spell successfully. Because you're too good. My 3d6 is nowhere near as good as your 2d6.
Apparently.
All right, so then we will do last but not least the battle tactic spell to do chaotic conduit and roll.
If he gets his grand strategy though. Yes.
Not grand strat spell. Oh yeah, it's not only is it my battle tactic, but at some point in this game I need to roll. Really good.
Yeah. Oh, you chose that for your battle tactic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, try to fail it.
Hey, Primal, no, come on, do it.
All right, so I'm undivided, so I get to roll one of these dice. I roll 2d6 on the table of value. So good at Warhammer. All right, roll a 5.
What is a 5? Let's find out.
Let's find out. It's nothing good. It might be snubbed by the gods. That's my hot take here.
No, I think 4 was snubbed.
Is 4 snubbed? Is it? All right. Anyway, we're about to find out.
Well, it's probably like the 6-up ward.
Flames of Chaos, 2-up spell ignore. Once.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be really useful when I'm, blasting him with my spells from down.
Right. Well,
or when the maelstrom.
You've got a maelstrom. You've got a maelstrom, and then we're at the end of the hero phase, so I'm going to move my my endless spells here. Let's see.
All right. So who casts which endless spell?
All right, so this one was cast by this guy.
Okay.
And this one was cast by this one.
Okay. So if I kill one of the sorcerers, I can go ahead and get endless expropriation.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what this is all about, setting up for the endless expropriation. My story, and I'm sticking to it.
Flawless. Okay, so that's the end of the hero phase. I moved everything up. Thomas is not rolling healthy. Well, I rolled I ran to Gash right at the RTT. I rolled 1 miscast over the course of 15 rounds of casting with 8 spells. So what?
It's about time you start casting more.
You get what you deserve. All right, so I have not done a lot of smart stuff here as far as my deployment. My hope is maybe to try and get a charge off against these guys right here by walking my 5 inches and then getting a big charge. I'm going to stay outside of 9.
Staying outside of 9? Man, it's almost like he knows how to play this game. Well, let's be real. You do know how to play the game. You just don't know how to play an army.
Sticking to
a single army, that's your problem.
Yeah. That's doubtless. No one will argue. Thomas cannot, for his life, play the same army more than 5 times in a row at a GT.
Yeah, practice for the GT? No, we don't do that.
Actually, I've been practicing with Seraphon to see if I like how they play. It's okay. I'm concerned about the Null Myriad matchup. I was actually looking at some tournament results last night between, I think it was Tempest GT and maybe it was Facehammer or no, it was the Queen City, the one out in St. Louis. 50% of the day 1 3-0s were Null Myriad.
Whoo! Ow!
I'm not including NashCon because they've got this weird, nothing wrong with it, like the 2-list submission thing. So
yeah, that does make it a little different.
It means that if you have a magic heavy list, you can bring something in the army that is not magic heavy to try and give you that a good pairing there. So they moved. I don't know if I moved the rest of them.
I told you to come at me, bro. How are you going to win this game if you don't come at me?
You dispelled all my stuff, sir.
As if you need it.
You know what? This is not old cities. I'm not like.
Oh, you might actually be afraid of this one.
I might actually have something to be afraid of.
Well, I mean, you've got Chosen with +1 rend over there. If they don't start moving now, they're never going to make it into combat, just like these dwarves.
That's true. All right, so these knights are going to sally this way.
Ooh, Sally.
Yeah, I used a word about war.
Yeah.
Old war. Whatever that means.
The old
Staying
fantasy
outside of
gamers
9?
just got real excited.
11-inch charge.
Well, you've got a... No, you don't have a +1. You just make your lowest die a 4.
Right, so my hope is that helps mitigate the danger I'm in.
But that's not going to help you make an 11.
Maybe. Well, if I roll a 6 and then a 1, then I can reroll the...
No, it's not reroll. You just turn the lowest
turn
one
the
into
roll.
a 4. So you have to roll a 5 and a 6. Or 2 6s.
All right, never mind. I do get +1 to charge with my warriors because they've got a hornblower in there.
Woohoo! 8-inch charge. Let's do it.
Yeah, so
Let's find out what
8-inch, and I've got my thing. I don't have any shooting. I'm not going to move anything else. Well,
are you going to make my dwarves walk all the way across this field?
Well, actually, the problem with standing there is that you can fast move them if you win the priority with your order. So rather than play cagey, I actually have to move these guys up. Otherwise, you can move real fast
and
then charge and block me in.
Yep.
So before I hurt myself here, I'm going to...
No, there is a dragon. See, one dragon right here. Probably can't see through Thomas, but, one dragon.
Yeah, no one's afraid of it. It got worse, didn't it? Maybe?
Unbuffed, it's the same. It might be slightly more consistent. With buffs, the old dragons were better. Right. Just more inconsistent because you're hoping to do that D6 damage off the dragon bites.
Right.
But we'll see if the fight first order is enough to compensate.
All right, Dartron. It's crazy that Cities of Sigmar can't ally with Seraphon, but Seraphon can ally. Oh, you might have said something about this already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know what.
One of these days they're gonna figure out what allies actually are, and then try and fix it.
I definitely feel like they're moving away from wanting lots of different units together.
Yeah.
All right. So now I've moved those guys up so that I don't necessarily get blocked in. I will move into charges. We're going to go with these warriors here. 6. So I will use one of my 4... that's the wrong way. One of my 4 CP to reroll. Negative.
5. We did it.
We did it. And then the knights are just going to roll boxcars. Or not.
Okay, I believe you.
Technically a 6. But... still not enough. So the reason I was trying to get over there is because that's an easy battle tactic for him. Just run those guys out, surround and destroy. And I would like to try and stop that. But
before we exit, though, you came closer to me.
Ooh.
Dun dun dun! I can make a 9-inch charge, and guess what? I brought countercharge.
Do it.
Let's see. Dun 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 dun.
You roll a 9, negative.
Well, I still have plenty of CP, so hit whichever button it is. Ha! 7 plus 1, because we said that they have the musician. Short.
Not quite.
We tried, boys. We tried.
We tried. It's fine.
Attempts were made.
So
guess I should have redeployed closer when you came at me.
So yeah, so I get the same thing. I get my battle tactic. I hold 1, and I hold 1 with the Antorian Locust. So my score is 4.
Okay, we did it! Woohoo!
Get rid of my primal dice. We go up to round 2. We go to the top of the turn, and then we roll off. Good luck, sir.
Yeah.
2.
A 5.
Would you like to take it, or would you like to give it? I don't think there's an obvious answer.
Let me check some ranges really quick.
All right, let's do it.
Because if I can get up to shenanigans over here, that's 16 inches, 6-inch movement. I could do the order for +3, which would leave me with numbers being things, I swear. 7-inch charge.
Yep.
So we could test out the executioners on a 7-inch charge.
Okay.
If I go first, I have a battle tactic, which you are going to deny me if I make you go first.
Right.
You know, it might not be the right choice, but let's do this.
You can take it?
I'm going to take it.
All right, sweet. So player 1 is active.
Okay. All right. So now that I have made the decision on what I'm doing, picking up my orders.
You're going to redo your orders at the beginning of the round. This would happen if you were going first or second.
Yep.
Sweet.
That's super interesting.
All right. Let's see here.
So Ian, you want to come up with a theme for Oktoberfest? We can get you on here again. Maybe, Orktoberfest, right? Maybe we need to have a big wall versus a big wall to find out whose wall is biggest.
I like it.
Sounds like big brain moves down here.
Okay. So, first set of orders is going to be over here.
Okay.
Again, he does not know these, totally. But I'm going to tell you guys.
I don't even know the name of my own abilities. You think I'm going to remember those dice? You are crazy.
Point. So this first sorceress here is going to get advanced information. That's going to give me the extra 3 inches of move. Note it's 3 inches to your normal move. So I can't add 3 inches to a run roll.
Okay.
But I will still be able to shoot and or charge. Over here, I am giving this elf strike them down so I can have a fight first.
Okay.
The Hurricane here is taking counter charge, so that way if, he comes too close but fails his charges, I've got a response. Coming over here, because I'm feeling super spicy, I'm going to go ahead and give this dragon the strike them down order, which is, again, fight first. And then let's go ahead and give the dwarf the form shield wall order. So that way, once I wipe those warriors off the face of this earth, confidence. Yeah.
Good comment from Rich. Are you sure you want to film comparing your WAs? I mean, only WAs is the only way I'm going to be making money off this channel. So.
Oh boy.
Moving on.
I'm excited trying to find a selection of beers that greenskins would drink.
Yeah, Deadmo, my cosplaying days are over. That is an expensive hobby. I did it before 3D printing, though, but still, I spent...
That was the most hipster thing you've ever said. I did cosplay before 3D printing.
Isn't it? Before 3D printing, I had to mold the God Skeletor from Masters of the Universe by hand.
It was very... Oh, maybe I'll get a shot of the Skeletor.
Get that
helmet later.
Get the picture of my gypsum concrete head.
Okay, so orders happen before the turn starts.
Yep.
Moving on from cosplay. And then we're going to go ahead and go into the hero phase.
Okay.
For my battle tactics, I'm just going to go for the... Actually, before I do this, which objectives are active?
That's a good question. Oh... I don't know if I can take that from you, because you've got 25 mil bases, and you do 1 trillion damage.
Yeah, it's only like 50.
1,000. I don't know if... so I didn't listen to what you were saying, so I have no idea what your orders are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have the move that would then get you onto this. Let's make it exciting and make it B. I think the tactical choice is to keep it on A.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not doing that, baby. So we're just going to go ahead and... Oh, yeah, look at my golden head up there.
Anything you want to like point out?
Yeah, it's the dumbest hat ever made. And I made that in like 14 pieces, sculpted out of clay and cast. And anyway, it was really interesting. So
my quick favorite part of that is I was at that Comic-Con with you, and it was the little kids who probably had never seen He-Man just coming up to you because you were a shining golden person.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you were there helping, being the handler. Because what you don't see there is the the latex mask, like that doesn't keep over time, but there was a custom fit latex mask that was that facial structure that they used in the movie. Anyway, no one came to hear about that. They want to see Cities of Sigmar, so why don't we roll for primal magic dice?
Yes. Woo!
Yes for me, yes for you.
All right, that's 2 primals. And now, extra primal for me.
Yes.
Yes.
And then
3
extra
primals.
primal for me. Yes. So we're at 4 primals each.
No, 3 primals each.
3 primals each.
The Locust Battalion doesn't only give yourself.
I'm so excited about primal dice.
Yeah!
All right, let's do it.
All right, so now the big question is, who's willing to risk a primal miscast?
Weekend OnlyFans, maybe. No, I think Only Waz is the right one.
Only Wall. Take it.
All right, so that's primal dice. Battle tactic. I'm gonna go ahead and do surround and destroy. As I said, I set up for it. I should do it.
Plan. Do the plan.
And I am obviously going to pick these 2 squads of knights, but then I'm going to pick this sorceress here.
Okay.
Because I want my Hurricane to move closer, so maybe it can actually shoot something today.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll find out.
I'm afraid of it. Like, it's gonna get into me round 3, and I'm gonna learn the meaning of pain.
Yeah. Let's just keep it around to like round 4, round 5. Then we'll really be rocking.
All right. What's next?
So
Heroic
actions. I'm going to go ahead and have my dwarf continue his fun times, and he is going to go ahead and try and unbind a spell. Actually, dispel a thing. What is so? It's 6 inches plus whatever's on the dice, right? So 9 inches right now. So it's gonna hit.
Everybody.
It's not gonna hit the dwarfs, but. And it's not going to hit the Hurricane, but it's going to hit everybody else over here.
Yep. So you can take a shot at it?
So, going to try and unbind that.
Who's going to do that one?
The
Dreadlord?
The Warden King.
Oh, did he take the...
Yeah, the...
heroic action to unbind us?
Yes. We'll remember names of things one day. Not today. Today is not the day.
The problem is when I use nothing but, like, meme joke names for everything, I forget the names of actual things. All right, so you do heroic willpower.
Yes. All right, so 6, I believe it's a 5?
Yes, it's 5.
Okay. So then everything within 9 inches, because there's a 3 on it, takes D3 mortal wounds, right?
Which was everything here.
Yep, this whole pile. So let's start with...
these both take 3 because they're wizards.
But do they?
Yes, but do they? So this one on the back.
Woo! Yeah, she
takes 3.
takes 3. I didn't want to cast spells anyways, I swear.
All right, and then this one up front.
Do I kill my wizard?
Do it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
Yes, I killed my wizard. Woohoo! We did it, boys!
All right. Who needs a, what's a 4-up ward anyway?
Well, that sucks. Anyways, moving on. We'll pretend nothing happened. Swear.
I think this question is a welcome distraction from Only Waz Squigs conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer it once he gets into.
Okay. So these guys took how much? D3.
D3.
1.
But do they?
No.
Yeah.
Ha.
All right, the guys up front.
Guys up front take
1.
Fred.
And then the nerds.
2. Ow.
Okay, doke.
You're doing a lot of damage to yourself. Magic.
Well, it was only going to get worse if he cast and then let me blow it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Continuing on, I will have this guy get rid of the pendulum because you're being rude.
I am definitely being rude.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. Double 6s. That's how you get rid of stuff. Moving on. So, Bob, goodbye.
See you later, Bob.
We are stabbing you for a +2 to our cast.
Nice.
Because we need our casting to go off. Because I got 1 spell now. And because you want
to put the ball back in my court?
Because it was so much fun. I need Tenebral Blades to go off.
Oh, all right, you're right.
But if I roll and if I do the Hollow Heart 3d6 casting, I found I'm basically guaranteed to take the damage, as we found out earlier. So I'm going to do a 2d6 and then hope primals are enough to get me there.
Right.
So, dun. 5.
Gonna primal it, baby?
Nope, I'm done.
Boo!
I don't need to number words today. Swear. My story,
Alright.
I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
All right, that was rude. So this changes things because my original sorceress had the advanced information order, but she died, so I don't have my plus 3-inch move.
Oh no!
So we did it, boys.
We did
Yeah.
So you're gonna start movement?
Yeah, let's go to movement.
Okay, I'm gonna answer Derek's question. Thomas, from a competitive perspective, do you think you gain more by being really familiar with nearly all the armies than you lose from not hyper-focusing one army? Derek, I think that the terrible truth is that you get more by knowing your army than you do by trying to know their army. Because I can tell you that I'm not like a 5-0 player. Like, I've gone 4-1 a couple times at GTs, but ultimately, I don't think it's realistic to know how many is that? 26 armies. Like, when a new book comes out, like I remember losing a game at the you can move the these are just scatter train. Yeah, get it out of the way. Put it somewhere else in the field. You know, I lost to Squigs because I didn't know what Squigs did, and had I known it would have gone different. But if I just played that army every time, like Shannon plays Feck, I think that I would just kind of have an idea about how I do into certain stat lines. So my hot take is hyper-focusing is the best thing to do if you just want to win. But if you are like me, where variety is the spice of life, then obviously that's the choice. So that's my hot take. I'm sure that there's some people that can beautiful mind 26 faction rules, like 1,000 war scrolls, all the battle tactics and grand strategies, and just kind of like know what to do. But really getting reps in with an army is the best and only way to really know, which is why I've been playing a lot of Seraphon to try and like get a taste for how is it going to do. The tournament's not until the 23rd, and lists don't get locked in until the 16th. So I don't know if the battle scroll will come out and Seraphon and zombies get an adjustment. Certainly I could run 240 zombies. I don't know why I would do that to myself and my opponent, but you know, it's technically an option. I'm not going to do it because it was a miserable experience for me and them, but you know, if the battle scroll doesn't come out to kind of even out the game, I would probably say
Okay.
Seraphon over Khorne, but Khorne is a great
Quick
one.
interruption. I'm going to spend a CP to auto run these guys 6.
Cool.
That's going to get me enough guys on the subjective to take it. Because they have a 6-inch move and they go up to 12. Take one for the team, boys. And again, we are ignoring the terrain or the walls.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not doing extra movement over. Would you like to redeploy?
Nothing that is going to get me that point is within range.
Okay. Coming over here, I will waltz forward my 4 inches.
Okay.
Now that I've got that, actually, let's waltz this guy forward 4 inches too, because.
I mean, I don't know anything about that, Derek. The secret to not coveting your neighbor's army is to own all the armies that you're ever interested in. But the reality is that I see, you know, I played against a Squig player, and they were coveting, you know, Gash's baloney that was making his outrageous Squigs 1 attack each, you know, -1 damage, -1 wound. No one covets Archeon. It's like, there's always going to be a rule or some rules that your specific army interacts poorly into. And so then you're like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I were then? But then there's always something else. Like, you play against that toxic croak baloney, and then you think, oh, if I could just do that, my army would be good. And then that player runs into Null Myriad, in which case their only hope is to have been running a Kron Spine. I don't know. There's always something. But I hear you. I just like variety, so I end up just playing a lot of different things.
So how many do you have now?
Like 20.
Okay. I'm up to 9, so clearly I know how to focus on a single army.
Sure, like you're asking the wrong, like the sampling here is highly skewed to the wrong like sector of the community. I play against plenty of people that own 1 or 2 armies, and they like that army and they're excited about the models, and sure there's complaints, but ultimately they keep playing them and they love it, and they like to try and figure out how to take what they've got and do something amazing with it, aka Shannon. Or I played Alex, who's got an amazing Fire Slayer army, and he's always like tooling how to bring in this one ally or bring in this one unit, and like this will help me balance out my play. And I don't know. There's 2 sides to the coin, and I don't think either one's right or wrong.
We were just kind of talking about this too. There's always the aspect of just being a fan of your own army too. Just fanboying over these little details.
Yeah, that's
you only really can get into if you.
Right.
Now, I will admit that my 9 armies started out as cities and their coalition. I would not have 9 armies if the old cities book did not have the coalition rules that it had.
Right.
Not going to complain about that, but that's why I have as many armies as I do.
Yeah. So we'll answer one more question or one more comment before we get this party going. Deadmo, we tend to play more balanced stuff. We're not out here playing like tournament level. We're not playing tournaments. Look at this board. This is not a tournament board, right? We try and take advantage of being able to have access to all this terrain and set up fun boards. But also we tend to play lists that you could see it in RTT or at a GT, but we're not sweating hard over the games or anything. We take it pretty easy. But aside from that, narrative stuff we actually started. They're no longer up anymore. We started over a year ago on Path to Glory. Not a lot of interest on that, and we were playing with new players, and they very quickly figured out like this isn't balanced at all. Can we play something balanced? And that's was like so really we just want match play. So that was my experience in trying to do the narrative stuff. The players quickly recognized that things weren't fair and wanted fairness. And so the closest thing you can get to fairness in this game is, like a match play, even though there's plenty of imbalance there too.
Yeah.
The end. All right. So shooting.
Yes. Amazingly enough.
So talk about your movement because I was blathering the entire time.
All right. So my original intent had been to buff up the executioners, send them downtown, and wipe out your knights.
Right.
However, somebody was really rude and blew up my sorceress, and then I just failed my Tenembral Blades and didn't want to risk a primal miscast. So rather than going forward, I just kind of shuffled onto the objective and called it a day. Over here, because he could theoretically come at me really hard, I just kind of backed up, primarily because the sorceress I picked for my battle tactic, she has to be whole within 6 inches of the board edge. Mm-hmm. She is, but if I want my fort ward, the Black Guard have to be within 3 inches of her.
Gotcha.
So they had to back up as well. And the executioners don't want to be the ones who are taking a charge to the face. They want to be the ones charging.
Right.
So I pulled them back so that way, less risky. And then because I don't want to just throw the Huracanum out to get blasted, it moved back too. Drakespawn Knights both went up on the sides. That's again for my battle tactic, surround and destroy. They have to be wholly within 6 inches of the board edge and wholly outside my territory, or 2 of the units do. So they are now barely wholly outside my territory. We did it! Woohoo! Good at this game. Yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Moving on. As I said, the Dread Spears just went over there. I've got 8 bodies on the objective now. So I control that objective. I definitely control this objective. We'll see how hard I control the objective after the charge phase is over, or combat phase is over.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying hammer is slap. And then my general has decided that, I want to open up reprisal for later, so he's going all in.
Love it.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so continuing on here.
Do you have a 9-inch shot on your little man there?
Yes.
Your dragon?
So 9-inch. So he has a breath weapon, which got massively improved from the previous book. So I choose a unit within 9, and then I roll a number of dice equal to the number of models in the unit. Taking a look here, the knights are outside of 9, so I'm just going to try and blap the Chaos Warriors.
Chaos Warriors. All right. If it matters, they're not -1 to wound.
So
maybe it's only melee.
I roll 1 dice for each model in the unit. It was in your unit.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be ones within range, so it's going to be 10 dice. And it's going to be 2s and 3s -1/1. Okay.
So I can't tell. I don't remember if
the Nurgle mark only affects melee.
Wow! Thanks for knowing my army. What's I found? There you go. I play lots of armies and I don't know my own rules. So, bam.
Meanwhile, I have everything in order except for Seraphon and Slaves to Darkness.
Thank you.
So 2s, right?
Yes.
2s. So let's pick out the 1s and 3s. As we can see, all-out attack was really bad here. Yeah. Let's pick out the 1s and 2s. So it looks like you've got 4 at -1.
4 at -1. This is... How many command points do I have? 3? All right. I wasn't thinking about it.
If you'd like to, you can all advance.
We'll just 4 up. See? Just stick at the landing.
Yeah, just take one.
Put a wound on a heavy metal dude. We're going to put it on that one. Okay.
All right. That is it for my shooting phase. So let's go on to the charge phase. So let's start with the fun part. Orders! Fight first for the Black Dragon.
Downvote.
Yeah.
Downvote. Okay, I guess we're revealed in the charge phase?
Beginning of the charge phase.
That's interesting.
I choose that order. End of the charge phase, I choose reveal counter charge. So end of your charge phase.
So you have to pick who's going to fight first without knowing if they make their charge.
Correct.
All right. I kind of like that.
Yeah. Now, if he wasn't like going out and being, solo hero, I have to choose 1 unit within 3 inches of him.
Okay.
But it can only be an elf. So I cannot make the hammerers fight first, as hilarious as that would be.
Right.
So he's going to fight first if he succeeds on the charge, which I hope he can.
I believe in you.
If he can't, well, he's going to get retired.
So who's charging first?
So I'm actually going to go ahead and start with the hammerers.
That's the one, I feel like.
Whee! 8 + 1, that's 9.
All day.
They make it.
This channel tends to be beer hammer. I think that's a great description of it, Ian. And then, yeah, not everyone is as competitive as others, though we tend to try and make sure the lists we're bringing are not going to be blowouts. I think the last stream was the biggest blowout we've ever had, aside from that one corn game that I had against Ian in chat, where I thought that Reavers were going to be great, and then I forgot about Smashing and Bashing, and it was not great.
Is that all my hammers? Yes, it is. Woohoo, I did it. All right. Now, let's see if the Warden King can join his friends.
We believe in you.
6.
Maybe.
We made it! Woohoo! We're good at
Nice.
this game. My story, I'm sticking to it. Right. And I spent 1 CP to auto-run them. All right. And Dreadlord on Black Dragon. Let's do this! Woo! Let's, do this.
Spend a command point?
Yep.
We're relegated to the shelf zone,
Okay.
both by the dice and by GW's rules.
I want to argue with you in this, but I can't.
All right, sad story. We hate to see it, but
Sometimes you fail to make your charge.
sometimes you re-roll into a 3.
Yep.
So, which is I guess a great example of why they might have written the rules so that you have to pick at the beginning of the charge phase because.
Well, the other reason is like if the sorceress wants to give somebody the charge, she does not want to be within 3 inches of them at the end.
That's another good point.
So
I forget that it has to come for the heroes.
yeah.
Okay, so over to you.
No monstrous action. So beginning of combat. The Warden King does not have a relevant order to give. So we are just going to demonstrate what hammerers do. Dun dun dun.
Dead Mo. Oh my God.
After I find the war scroll.
Yeah, DJ Decadent. No one books him. He's only got one button on his soundboard. And
One of these days we'll get a soundboard.
You can't dance to that thing, man.
So the only relevant thing that's going to go on here is the Warden King can slap first, and then the hammers will slap immediately after.
All right, sounds good.
I am completely out of CP, so I can't go ahead and do an all-out attack. So let's just start slapping. So the Warden King, I am -1 to wound because they are Nurgle, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I am 3s, 4s, -2 D3 then.
And I'll spend a command point to all-out defense.
3s.
Because I wouldn't be giving it an honest effort if I didn't.
4s. Woo!
Not bad.
3.
Not bad.
3 at -2.
All right, -2. I'm 3 at base. +1 to save, so
4s. Okay, 2d3.
Nice.
Woo! Okay,
So
4 damage.
Just 2 guys.
Just slap 2 of them
straight up
out of
dead.
existence. However, now, because clearly the true warriors of chaos here are hammerers.
Downvote.
They get to fight immediately after. And as we could see here, clearly he is better at slapping things than the this guy.
Probably. I don't know. He's actually. I've had that chaos lore do work before. To be honest with you.
He is standing up there. I'm trying to just kind of pile these guys in without, making it too much of a thing.
Right. Yeah. Don't.
But we're
Not too worried about it. Not too worried about it.
I'm on 25 mil bases with a 1-inch reach, so
We're just gonna fight in 2 ranks.
Yep. All right. Looks like 2 guys are going to be out.
So is that?
So
18?
20. So that's 18 times 2 is 36. +1 for the unit leader, which is totally going to get eroded.
Is that the shortest dwarf in the formation gets the extra attack? Just curious. I've always been like the smelliest plague bearer in the bunch, the sneakiest rat. These guys are the rock stariest heavy metal dude. They gotta have something that makes them special because they didn't go to community college.
Okay, so this is going to be 37 dice. Normally 3s, 3s, -2, 2. Now they're going to be 3s, 4s, -2, 2.
Okay. We're really banking on that -1 to wound, and also you rolling all ones.
Yes. Because everything that goes through slaps a Chaos Knight warrior out of existence.
That's true. It's a great way to put it. Each hit is a dead 2 wound model.
All right, let's do this.
Do it.
3s. Whee!
Right, I'll help you out here.
Thank you.
Teamwork. All right, let's get to
Woo! Roll hot. I was hoping for a few more misses so I could pick it up easier.
All right.
All right. 4s. Whee!
Remember, these are my dice, so you can blame any bad rolls on me.
All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 at -2, so these are going to be 4s.
-2, so 4 ups, baby. Uh-oh.
Speaking of blaming bad dice rolls.
Woo!
Woo! We did it.
Yeah, so that's I think that's all of them, right?
4,
Yep.
8, 9. Yeah, that's all
That's
of them.
the unit.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. 3 up save, 2 wound, -1 to be wounded unit. Also all out defense.
Yes. Yes.
So if there's a question about
can hammer or slap, the answer is yes.
was there any play in anything other than the humans, the answer is yeah. I think there's some play in the other units.
Now, I would
be
have
fair,
liked to demonstrate that with the Dreadlord as well, but somebody is shooting for the shelf.
Well, I guess you wouldn't always see like all 1s and 2s, but at the same time, like sometimes you do.
Yep.
All right, so
Now it's your turn to activate for combat.
pow.
We did it. All right, so I control both objectives. I do not have a locust on them, so it's just 2 points there, and I completed my battle tactic for 2 more, so that's 4 points for me.
All right. So wait, do you have a locus on it? Oh, you control both of them though. That's right. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So then we go into the bottom of the turn. Player
Now,
2 is active. And then we both get a command point.
You are actually going to be scoring an extra point because you killed the wizard this battle round.
I guess I did.
Because your spell was what killed her.
All right.
I'm not sure if she had died to like a miscast, whether it would count, but
I would say no.
yeah. But in this case, the spell blowing up is what killed her. So you.
It's an enemy spell, so.
Yep.
I wouldn't say that a specific, like I didn't. One of the sorcerers didn't do it, but one of my spells did, and so it counts.
Yep.
All right.
So you are. Let's just add that +1 right now, because you're not going to get to another one of my wizards this battle round.
And we are doing that because we know that we are going to forget if we don't.
Yes.
We mean the guy using the board.
Yes.
So then, what's next? If I didn't say it, it was in my heart to make this guy my my locus. Has to be
foot dude.
The foot dude. Because last time I was finding, 3 spells on one of these Chaos Sorcerers isn't as good as 2, where I can cast a spell and then do an endless spell from each.
Yep.
All right, so as my heroic action, the Chaos Sorcerer that is the center of the 3-inch bubble is going to do the draw on power, which in my subfaction gives that same ability to all the other heroes, and they're all wizards in this subfaction. My battle tactic, geez, I wasn't even thinking about it. Charge 3 units.
I don't know. I don't think you can do it.
All right, I believe in myself.
Okay.
I believe in me.
Somebody believes in you.
All right, so then... So
no, primal dice.
I was about to say primal dice, so roll. Yes for me. No for me. So 1.
And then...
Mine.
I do not have my battalion anymore.
Oh, did you only have 2 of them in there?
Yep.
Dang. I actually put my 3 foot heroes in there so that I could lose one to my 3d6 like head explosion casting. All right, so I'm up on primal dice. I've got 5, which is so many. And then we're going to get into casting.
Let's see if you can use a primal dice this time.
Oh, that's a good question. Can I figure it out? Can I cast that's not something that doesn't roll a 1? What was your heroic action?
Let me check ranges really quick first.
Okay.
See if I'm in range to stop anything. 30 inches, so she can stop those 3, he can stop everyone. Nothing happened.
Oh, is this the hero version?
Yes, this is the hero version.
Nice.
So eventually he might actually cast a spell.
I believe you. I believe in you.
Okay.
Not believe you. I believe in you. I believe in him.
Well, with the way Cities has their battle mages that are special, like on the carts, he's only casting his War Skull spell.
All right, so
I am going to make the dwarf continue to be your nemesis, and I will unbind the spell.
All right, perfect. And then this round, I guarantee that all this Wimby, Pimby, stand around in the back of the field stuff is over. We're sending everything in this round.
Prove it. Prove it.
Promise. Okay, so we start casting. I don't know if I go for fight last. It's got a 12-inch range. Let's see if I'm in range to make your dwarfs fight last. Definitely not. But what about this guy? Yes. So I can make him fight last, even though I don't respect him.
Wow.
I know.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, 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 wow. So it might be more valuable just to poop out an endless spell. So we're going to do that. We're going to cast the Geminids from the guy up front. I would love to throw a dice after it, but I've got a bunch of fragile heroes back there. So that's going to be a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nothing bad will happen if you add a primal die. All right.
Don't lie to my face, sir.
Why not?
All right.
Not like you believe me anyways. 7, I will add 1 primal to this. 11.
All right.
No Geminids for you.
No Geminids. The next thing we're going to do is cast... So I'm outside of 12 inches, so I can't blizzard you. The back
This
guy...
was totally planned.
Yeah, the black guy is going to go ahead and do Malevolent Maelstrom. That should be on 3 dice. So I can finally throw some primals here. That's a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll go ahead and...
I still have 3 primals sitting here.
I know. I'm going to let you spend your primals away. There's a 12.
Which one was this? Maelstrom?
This is Maelstrom. The one that I'm gunning for her, man. I'm gunning for her.
Rude.
8. Spend a primal. 9, 10, 11. Spend 1 more primal.
Did it.
Woo! Alright. So none of that business. We're going to give demonic power from one of the Chaos Sorcerer Lords.
I have 1 more undyed. So
5, 6, 7, 8. And there's a 1 in there, so one of these days I'm going to get a 6 without 1, and I can throw a primal dice after it.
come on, do it. Do it!
Let's see it.
This is your +1 to hit and wound, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's stop this.
So you need a 3. Oh, it goes off.
I'm out of unbinds anyway, so.
Alright, so let's see here. Let's put it on a red token. +1 to hit and +1 to wound. We're going to put it on the Nighty Knights.
The Knights?
Yeah.
You should not the Chosen?
Yes.
You know the Chosen want to go have a brawl with those hammerers. Find out who's the real hammer.
Actually, yeah, I could, because they've got run and charge, don't they?
They do. If you remember to, issue the command.
Yeah, we're going to put it on them, because that's more yeehaw. So we're going to put +1 to hit and wound on the Chosen, because I'm a brave Chosen runner, I guess. I don't know. Weird sentence. Then we're going to go for the Hoarfrost.
I mean, here's where you'd add a primal if I had any more unbinds.
Yeah. So Hoarfrost goes off. I'm going to pick the Knights, I think.
Choosing the Lances?
I think I'm going to choose the Lances, because I want to get that hit down to a 1, because it's a 4 base. So the hit
down to a 2,
yeah,
but
2 to hit on the Lances on these Knights right here. And then that guy is going to cast Chaotic Conduit. Goes off.
Woo! We did it!
Oh, damn. Alright. Reroll 1 die. That's a 7. Let's find out what 7 is on that guy.
Come on, you should have just rerolled the 2. I want to see a spawn.
Negative. 6-up ward. So he's got a 6-up ward against non-mortals, 5-up ward against everything
Speaking
else.
of, do you want to remember to stick a 6-up ward from your sorcerers on people this turn?
Ooh, that's a good idea. The Chosen and the Knights.
Okay.
That's something I never remember.
It used to be a lot more important when it was +1 to save.
Yeah, when it was +1 to save, it just felt like relevant, and now it feels less. I think that's all my casting.
He had 2 casts, remember?
Oh yeah, he did. So he'll do.
Also, you cast 1 spell from him.
Demonic Speed, the Maelstrom. Yeah, I guess I do have the 3d6 charge, don't I? So I've still got that one. I haven't cast that yet. It goes off. I believe that is. I've actually got his base, whichever one it was. That's the Blizzard guy.
It's not a river, guys. It's a light stream. That's why the dwarf can actually walk through it.
Yes, 12 inches. 3d6 charging, which is going to be important for these guys.
Okay. Come face my black guard. I dare you.
I'm going to do it.
Nothing bad will happen.
3d6 charge on them, and then Mystic Shield goes off.
You did it.
I decided not to cast any more endless spells. This thing's just not fast enough. I need to get closer to you so I can hit it on the turn that it goes out. And then we're going to give that Mystic Shield to my hero again, my general.
You did it.
Okay, finally through my hero phase. What's next?
Movement?
Yeah, I think it's movement time.
Well, I have 1 CP, so I'm probably not going to redeploy.
Yeah, those.
And remember, you chose to charge with 3 units.
Yes, so
That's your
these
battle
two I
tactic.
feel good about.
Man, you must feel really confident. I don't think these knights can make it into the Dread Spears.
Don't lie to me. We both know that he's going to be so good at this.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. They turned the lowest die into a 4, so just, shift forward a spitch.
Right. So these guys are super fast. We're going to scoot him out a little bit. Just staying outside of 3.
Ooh, you're in counter charge range.
And I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that.
Hey, you're assuming that I would have a counter charge.
But say, despite the fact that it's open information, those dice, I still don't know what they mean because I just can't remember everything. So you could have a counter charge over there. You could have a counter charge here. Is it in my charge phase? Is it my movement phase?
So end of your charge phase,
End of my
I
charge
choose
phase.
a unit within 3 inches of the dude.
Okay.
And so if you get into these guys and you charge them, I cannot counter charge you.
All right.
However, if, he's hanging out in the breeze, yes, he's 11 inches away, but I could counter charge.
Could you roll me a run on these? Actually, I've got tons of command points, right? I've got 4 right now.
3.
3 command points?
Because you spent 1 last turn for all-out defense.
Oh, that's true.
It was really effective.
It was super effective. So do I auto 6 them? I think I do, just to be safe. So I'm gonna auto 6 run these chosen, and they're gonna go all the way up.
They're going to join the fun zone.
They are in for fun. They showed up. They wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Their mom said no. They joined Chaos.
Sounds about right.
It's like the story of every Chaos Warrior. They're all tired of hearing it. Like, yeah, Chuck E. Cheese again, right? Yeah. Cool, man. You and everyone else. All right, hit to wound.
I am so grateful that I have not had to put up with Chuck E. Cheese yet with my kids. Oh, God. I would
What age
never
is
hear
the
that.
Chuck E. Cheese age?
What was that?
What age is the Chuck E. Cheese age?
Honestly, probably like 5 or 6 through like 10. So it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's on its way.
Shiver down my spine.
All right, we're gonna just walk up here.
Do you want to run him?
No, I do want to run him. If you could give me a run roll.
4.
Get a good.
He's going the distance.
Gonna go 9 inches up. That's what cool kids are doing these days.
Sure, we can go with that story.
Yeah. All right. So, did I forget anybody? I didn't.
Now, do be aware that if you charge near the dragon, I could spend my 1 CP to unleash hell.
I fear nothing. Fear nothing.
Hey, it'd be 3s and 3s.
You're right. So this is going to be the. I'm going to spend a command point from my Slaanesh hero to my Slaanesh marked chosen, and I'm going to send him into the hammerers.
If you can make a charge.
If I can make the charge. This is. I can't re-roll it because they just received a command and they can't receive 2 commands. So if I roll Snake Eyes, they fail, which they didn't. So
Lucky!
I get a 6-inch charger, Reno.
So that's 1 charge down.
1 charge, so we get about here.
Just make sure you keep coherency in mind.
Yep.
Luckily, Chosen got buffed to 2-inch reach.
Yeah. It's nice to be the bad guys.
I mean, my hammers would love a 2-inch reach right now.
Yeah, they're just.
But they're 1 inch bases.
Yeah, it feels like 2 inches when you're getting to fight in 2 ranks.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, but if they were 2 inch reach, they could fight in 3 ranks. Ooh.
I mean, then you're just a clan rat, right?
Rude. Rude.
Saying. Like, that's clan rat stats, baby. All right, so that's that. I'm going to invite the countercharge with my general here.
Well, countercharge is at the end.
I know. I'm going to invite it by getting... Like, I'm charging him in. I'm getting closer.
So, actually, before we go any further, I was supposed to announce at the beginning of the charge phase. I am going to issue the command from the sorceress to the executioners for fight first.
Ooh. All right, fair enough. So don't send him in there. Because I just rolled a 12.
Well, they have to complete the charge. So if he were to come over here and just slap them in the face, they do not get the fight first because they did not complete a charge.
No, I hear you. I am just going to snake around this here, into here, since I got a 12.
Tempting those hammers.
I am.
Nothing bad will happen.
I'm hoping that those hammers don't make it. Then the knights right next to him. So 9 inches. Good big rolls here.
Congratulations, you have completed your battle tactic.
I have done it.
Woohoo!
There's my experience playing Soulblight Gravelords yesterday is that there's a lot of power and having. I mean, I think everyone knew it, but there's a lot of power in having lazy battle tactics.
Yep.
Well, this goes on him.
And
then we're going to charge these warriors here.
Okay.
The one's off to the side. 4 inches? Might not do it.
Well, they get +1 from their musicians. So.
Oh, yeah, 5, which is what gets them in.
Barely. But they're in. They made it.
They did it. Good job, boys.
He's hiding in the haystacks.
Yep, we're doing some farmer's work here. We're getting the haystacks moved around.
All right, and then the Knights and Chaos Lord.
All right, the Knights. Chaos Lord does not run in charge, sadly.
Oh.
So that's going to be 8 inch
What a loser. Jeez.
I know, right?
You know, if he'd Slanesh marked him.
Sadly, he has a job to do, and it is to it's to roll on the Eye of the Gods over and over again until he gets it. All right, I have charged.
Okay.
Is there any end of charge phase stuff I need to worry about?
Yes, I am going to issue the countercharge order from this dude.
Nice.
Note, countercharge is not sub or keyword locked.
Right.
So any hero can issue it to any dude. I just need to decide which dude to issue it to. Which, you know what, let's just see if I can roll high.
Do it.
Woo! Nope, okay.
Dang.
We tried.
So, my Karkadrak Lord, when he makes a charge, he does some impact hits.
Okay.
So we're going to, on a 2-up, I do D3 to everything nearby. That's a 1-up, so nothing there. He also has fight first, and then he can bring in 1 mounted unit and fight with him. So I'm going to...
Wait, because I have effects.
Ooh.
Monster sections.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a monster on this board.
Do it.
Yeah. Shoot. What am I doing? This is harder than it looks, I swear. So the knights are already hitting on 2s. So
correct.
Not really any point in like issuing an order there, and the hero is +1 save from Mystic Shield.
Yes.
You know what? Let's just roar the knights.
I've only also got 1 command point.
Fine. Let's just stomp the knights. See what happens. Okay.
We're both just one-rolling champions.
Okay. Beginning of combat. I have effects.
Let's do it.
The Warden King is going to issue an order to the Hammerers.
Okay.
They are now have a 5-up ward, but they fight last.
But with the interaction with...
Yeah, but if he fights, he can drag them in immediately.
Correct.
So, that being said, you have fight first on him, and then the knights, and then whoever you actually want to activate, which is probably the chosen.
Probably the chosen. Okay, so we're going to start with the Lord on Karkadark. And let me bring up the War Scroll here because it's been a hot minute since I've got to go with him. I think the last time I played him was on stream, which is saying something. This is going to be...
When was the last time you played them on stream? Like, last winter?
With Ian, yeah. I think he was playing Gargants or something like that. It was, I think when they released the book was the last time I played them on stream.
Okay. Well, it's been a little bit.
It's been a little while. Okay, so we're not doing anything special here. This is just honest, bad guy stuff. The Hexed Battle Axe is 3s and 3s, -1, 2.
Now, you're putting everything into the Dreadlord,
Dreadlord,
correct?
yes.
Okay.
Did you want to all-out defense?
So the question is, do I all-out defense here, or do I all-out defense on the hammers? Let's see if the Dreadlord can survive this and all-out defense him.
All right.
I'm not sure if this is the correct choice, but I'm doing it.
So out of CP,
Yep.
that is three hits, 3 wounds, -1. So 4 ups.
Fail 1.
All right, 2 damage there. Demon Bound Blade, 3s to hit are mortal wounds in addition. Or 6s to hit, excuse me. So 3s.
1 mortal wound in addition?
1 mortal wound, and then 3s to wound. 1 wound at -2.
Did it?
Nice. The Tearing Horn and Claws. This is 4 attacks, 4s and 3s. -1, 2. So 2 at -1, 2.
Fail 1.
2 damage.
We did it. We survived until the Chaos War Knights came.
All right. So then the Chaos Knights go, and I have to figure out. I'm going to walk around here and see how I want to do this. So the question is, do I try and
Slap the Warden King.
slap the Warden King?
So keep in mind, the Warden King right now has a 4-up ward.
4-up ward.
Yeah, so he's the 3-up save, 4-up ward.
All right. 3-up save, 4-up ward. We're brave Knights of Chaos. We can do that. What could go wrong? Nothing.
The dragon can look at you funny.
True.
Because clearly he can't, charge.
All right.
Did you want to pile him like this so he can get in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can get
4 lances.
4 lances, and then I think his Clippy Clops are out range of everybody.
Yep.
So, bam. So
he has to end closer to the.
did I put him in base to base?
Yeah, you were base to base.
All right, bam. So 3 Clippy Clops into there, 1 Clippy Clop into the Warden King, 4 lances into the Warden King,
And 1 lance into the Dreadlord.
and 1 lance into the Dreadlord. Let's just start with the exciting one, which is into the Warden King, and I'm going to bring up their War Scroll because I don't have that memorized. They are marked Khorne, like no one ever does, because everyone says that they don't deal damage. So
I mean, 4 up to hit usually means they're not doing much, but you got a 2 up to hit now.
it's true. I guess it's all about that right there. So 4 attacks each. One of them has the coolest armor in the band. This is
2s, 3s, minus 2, 2.
2s, 3s, minus 2, 2 damage. You can do it, buddies. That was a good roll.
Compensating for the Chaos Warriors save.
It's true. It's got to balance out at some point. Though I thought that was balancing out for yesterday's casting rolls. I guess not.
No. Nothing will balance out yesterday's casting.
All right, so that is 5, 10, 12 at -2 into the King Warden.
Into the real Chad on the field. So -2, so 5 ups.
And then just
Yes.
roll these twice for your wards. He's what, 6 wounds, 5 wounds?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll find out if it matters.
1, 2, 3 fails. He
More than
doesn't
enough.
matter. Doesn't
More
matter.
than
He's dead. He is dead.
DED. All right, the Clippy Clop. So, or excuse me, the 1 lance into the Dreadlord. That is 2s because of the Hoarfrost. Oh, I'm also +1 to wound, so it should be 2s as well.
Oh yeah, from
From
Khorne.
demonic power.
No, demonic powers on the
Go. That's on the
You chose it.
Yeah. So anyway, all
No,
four.
so yeah, it's
all
threes.
4 hit.
It's
so,
2s and 3s. So
2s and 3s. So all 4 hit at -2. So 5 ups,
fail 3.
6 damage.
It's 11. Okay.
All right. Then we've got what did we say? 4 clippy clops, 3 clippy clops.
Yeah, 3 clippy clops.
3 clippy clops into him. Trampling hooves, 4s and 4s, no rend, 1 damage. Oh man, always the horses outperforming. 4, no rend. 3 ups. Oh no. Alright, 2 more damn. Uh-oh, we gotta check. He's at 13 now?
14! Still alive!
Cannot be beaten.
We're in it to win it, boys!
We're in it to win it. Okay, so because
That's your fight first.
that's my fight first, then my fight next, since you're now you're locked in fight last on those those guys, we're gonna bring it over to I'm not afraid of them, I don't think.
What?
So we're gonna go with
But
the
they're like 4s and 4s.
is that what I'm honestly not sure what the stats are anymore. So these guys gonna walk over. They're gonna try and look cool while they do it.
But we all know they aren't.
They're I mean they're just like
They're unpainted! They can't be cool if they don't have paint on them.
Excuse me,
Come on!
that they're painted black, sir. Completely
3
black.
color minimum. Come on. 3 color minimum.
There's black. If you look on the bottom of the of the base, the gray, the original gray primer is still present. So I think you're fine. That's the colors.
I didn't think you played KO, man.
Oh man! All right, so I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in. I believe there are 2 attacks each.
Yep, 2 attacks each, 3s, 3s.
All right, so
Unless they have the halberds.
they do not.
Okay.
These are all from the from that box set.
Well, death to Wizzywig, which ones are they?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we're looking at 7, 1 rend, 1 dam.
Okay, base 3 up, so 4s. Oh no! You killed a Nene.
All right.
Actually, do lizards still neigh?
I don't know. You want me to just grab the one? right here?
No, that's a musician.
All right, definitely not him.
Because, I'm going to need that +1 to charge.
You never know. You never know. Okay, so
Well, now I get to activate.
Yep, over to you.
And, let's unleash true power. Ha! They get +1 to hit if an enemy charges them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
These guys here?
Yeah.
I guess they got spears. They set the spears, even though their spears are crap spears.
It's better than it used to be. It used to be 1 attack each and 6s to hit is +1 rend.
Yikes.
So how many dudes I have got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd pile in, but I know I'm just going to remove them in a bit. So that's 7, 14, so it's 10, 14, +1 for the unit leader, so let's make it 15. And now, 3s, 4s, and no rend.
Okay.
Do you want to all defense?
No.
No, darn. I tried.
You did.
I'm doing my best, guys. Doing my best.
I mean, not terrible. Looks pretty average.
We'll see.
You gotta do it twice.
3.
Cursed
Fail
it.
all of these,
Cursed
and
it.
I kill a knight.
Cursed it. All right.
You tried your
1.
hardest.
I did. My hardest was not hard enough.
I felt a little bit of lack of interest in actually making that.
All right. So these knights go.
At this point, the teacher would like you to try again and put some effort into it this time.
Actually, we're gonna pile him around to the side rather than.
What? You don't want to break coherency when the Huracan blaps you next turn?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
You
guy.
made a mistake. You came in a Huracan
Oh,
range.
yeah, I did.
And it fires every hero phase.
Every hero phase. I wonder if that was intentional.
I don't know.
I'd say obviously you just play it like that, but it seems strong, but maybe one of those things like Namardi when people were really worried about that when the book came out, and that's been a big nothing sandwich. This is 4s.
I mean, the big thing is because you get 1 die per battle round, it's not something you can alpha with.
Right.
So it's a lot less scary
It's something that like catches up with them over time.
Yeah.
Like by 3.
Yeah,
if you're
by
doing
3
this
it's doing the
haven-
same thing as it was in the previous book.
All right, so that's 5. Rend something. I guess I didn't roll all my.
Ha! I made 1.
They're marked corn, so they get the +1 attack on the charge.
Well,
right?
let's hang on a second. I've got 8 dudes there. Yes, no, 7 dudes there. You did it.
I did it. All right.
They're dead. You killed them.
I'm so good at Warhammer. Okay, back to you, sir.
I'd like to go with my hammers, but the strike last. So. Also, when do you need to make the decision on the chosen to pile in and fight twice? After they activate, or?
I think it's at any point after they activate. I'll read it out loud. It's the
Well, while you do that, I will find my Drakespawn Knights.
the Heralds of Ruination. Once per battle in the combat phase, after this unit is fought for the first time in that phase, you can say that they will unleash ruin. If you do so, you can fight for a second time. The strike last effect applies. Oh man, I just love the Slaves to Darkness flavor text.
I have the Drakespawn Knights and the Dreadlord. I'm going to go with the Drakespawn Knights first, because why not?
Right?
So Lances are 2 attacks each now. 3s, 4s, -1/1.
Okay.
It's -2/2 on the charge, which is why they can finally take down the Squad of Liberators. Okay, miss 2.
Not bad.
And 4s. 1, 2, 3 at -1. 4, 1.
4 ups. Take 1.
Okay, and
This
then
guy.
the real heavy hitters.
Oh, the mounts.
3 attacks each. 3s, 4s, -1/1.
The Chomp Chomps.
Yeah. We know who's really in charge here.
It's true. Oh no.
It's not the riders. Tell you
I guess
that.
when you're riding a dinosaur, you really have to wonder if you're riding it or if you're just on it while it's doing what it
Now
wants.
here's the important question. Which is the better Chomp Chomp? These guys or the Serapha? Actually, they lost their freaking Source Knights, didn't they?
Well, they got the better ones. They got the Agrodons.
Yeah, but they're not monstrous cav, so not...
Feels pretty they look monstrous.
Yeah, but it's monstrous cav, not 2 wounds each on a 60 mil base.
That's true. That's
So
true.
I hope they're better than these guys. Take 1.
Wow!
So the real lesson of this
Save it.
stream is roll better.
All right, Rich. Thanks for joining us. Check you later. All right.
So did you make your save?
I did. I rolled
Okay.
a 5.
Well, good job. Do you have... Yes, you're chosen now activate.
All right. I do. I go for it. I go for the mega armor dudes doing mega armor stuff.
Somebody may believe in you.
All right. I'm sure somebody in chat thinks that mega armors are cool.
So it looks like you got 2 not in.
Yep. So 8. Plus
+1 because
plus
you
the
charged
guy.
with the Slanesh
Yeah.
banner.
all right.
2s and 2s and 6s to hit our mortal
So
wound.
four each, right? With +1 attacks.
I don't know. They're 2 damage each, so I'm not sure if they're 2 attacks base or 3.
3 attack base.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 +1. And then they're +1/+1, so this is 2s and 2s.
And remember, 6s are mortal.
And 6s to hit our mortals in addition.
Yep. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
okay. I am just going to put a die here to count how many are died.
Yes.
And
Well, they
are
got
plus-
5 warrior.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you also +1 rend, so this is all rend 2, right?
Yeah.
Or is it rend 3? Rend buzz?
Rend 1 base.
Okay.
Rend 2. All right, and then 1s again.
Oh, there's one more there.
Yep.
And one more there.
Oh, thank you. I missed that one.
I almost did too.
5, 10, 15, 22.
22. 20 and 2. Okay, so this is rend 2, so there are 4 up saves to 6 up saves.
Oh man. Warhammers. When we made this list, we both looked at them and were like, should be fine. I guess I forget what 10 chosen can do.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18.
36.
Plus 5,
37,
that's 41.
41.
You know what? Let's do this. Here's 20 and a 1.
Okay.
5 upwards. They're gone.
Yeah, they're rickety wrecked.
So this is going to be 5, 10, 11, 12. Pull one out. Let me just move this to a 12.
Okay.
One,
And that's it.
yeah. 5, 10, 13. 12 plus 13 is more than 20, so they're gone.
Oh, we haven't gone with the Dreadlord yet.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't have fight last on them, so
Right.
we still have one more guy to go. So hammerers can slap, but chosen still slap.
Yeah.
That's the lesson here. Chosen are
One
still
wound
full slap.
each are like 5 up ward just doesn't do it. I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that if you hadn't killed the Warden King and I could have done the slap,
It would have been a little bit different.
yeah. But because you were able to nuke the Warden King, that fight lasts. You really feel it.
Yeah. So maybe the takeaway is that if you think that you are going to lose him, better to not give yourself the fight last for the 5 up. I guess it depends on what charges you, right?
Yeah, well, in this case, though, because you charged there and there was no other thing that really, like, yeah, this really means it, you would have just gone with your fight first and then you would have gone to Chosen.
Right.
So they still would have been slapped out of existence.
It's true. You're not wrong.
So, the Dreadlord has taken some damage. What does that do? He only gets 3 claw attacks, he's slower, and his noxious breath does less. Cool, whatever. A whole lot of nothing. So I have...
Who would you like to put it all into?
You know what? Let's just make it harder for you to try and get your grand strat. I'm just going to try and slap your dude out of existence and see if it works. Because otherwise you're rolling on the Eyes of the Gods table because you did get an objective.
Right.
But it was the Knights that slapped the Warden King, so you're only going to roll once. So I've got 4 attacks with the lance, 3s, -1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everything goes into him?
Yeah, everything.
I might as well all out defense, right, with my last CP. Because you rolled a 1.
Oh, yeah. Now, I could take a mortal wound to get +1 attacks on my so it's 2.
All right. Rend?
Rend 1. So,
1, so
between Mystic Shield and all out defense.
save it.
Okay. The Fearsome Jaws are now 3 attacks, 4s, 3s, -2 D3. As always, dragons can't bite.
4s is criminal in this day.
We
and age.
did it.
Yeah.
We continue to fail to bite anything.
Oh no! Yeah, 4 to hit on a big monster like that in 2023 is.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep writing it. I'm also really upset with the new shield rule where 6 is always safe.
Oh, is that what the rule is?
Yeah,
Weird.
which means something has to hit me with at least 3 rend before I care.
Right. Slapped out of existence. Cities of I wish, man.
Oh, we did it. 3 at -1 for 2.
All right, 2 ups. Take 1, or take 2.
Okay. Well, you took 2. We did it.
Wow. Okay. That's combat. I get to roll on the Eye of the Gods table because I grabbed that objective. I get a 4, which I believe is snubbed by the gods.
It's either that or the 2-up spell ignore.
Oh, that was the 5, was the 2
Oh,
spell.
okay.
Maybe it's the heal.
If it's the heal, I'm going to be really upset
would
because I
be-
just damaged you.
That would be a real slap in the face.
Speaking of slapping.
I know, right? Alright, so battle traits. Mutative growth. He'll do 3. So stupid. Sorry, friend. Okay, so we did that. I hold both points. I don't hold it with a dude.
Yeah.
But we already added my 1 point for killing a wizard. So that is 1, 2,
So you should be at 9.
3, 4. Yes.
All right. So let's roll up for battle round 3.
Good luck. Alright. You win.
If I don't take this, I'm going to have a very bad day.
I would be disappointed if you didn't take it.
So that means that you need to choose which pair of objectives to activate.
Well, I'm on the points, so take them from me.
Okay.
B, the side ones. We are in the round 3, we're top of turn, player 1's active, and it's time for beer o'clock. Mr. Lopez, if you would mind.
Don't mind.
I'll take the dark canned Einstock.
How are you doing? Did you want to switch to your other
I
whiskey?
am going to go with water.
Right.
Okay.
Colorado brand water.
Yeah. I'm already doing so well. I mean, a few drinks might go ahead and make this hurt less.
We'll see. It's maybe it should have been given away last turn.
Yeah, arguments could be made that I should have given it away because you could have come up,
That
but
would have opened you up for both. That was a bad double for me last turn by comparison. I'm not saying there was a right choice.
yeah, my primary thinking last turn was just if I gave you the turn, I'm basically giving up surround and destroy.
That's
So I
true.
didn't know what battle tactic I could do.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Um,
All right. So speaking of battle tactics, what would you like to do?
well,
Oh, we can roll for primals first, actually.
oh yes, primals.
Good luck. Or I guess we both have luck. Oh no! All right, first you for your Andorian.
I don't have 2 wizards.
Just me. No.
Hey, no primals. Err.
We've used up all the magic.
There shall be no more magic.
Okay. Heroic actions.
Heroic actions, battle tactics, whenever this thing goes off. Lots of stuff going on here.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting about it because it's like it's just waiting in the back, ready to punish me for existing.
Okay, so first things first, let's see if I can heal my sorceress. Bravery 7. Sure. That's not a 7.
Dang
Okay.
it.
I don't know why I bothered.
It was worth a shot.
Alright, so with 10-inch move, can I get outside of 3 inches of these guys? So 10 inches would put his back there. So I could do bait and trap, retreat, and then charge 2 units.
I don't think you want to do that, so
I don't really want to just hang out in combat over there, and he definitely doesn't want to hang out.
absolutely not.
The only
And you're
other,
wanting to charge. These are your 2 slappiest units, so you want to get
Yes.
them in.
so the only other battle tech that I'm considering here is the cities one, which is charge of 3 units of dark elves. Which over there and these 2 it would totally happen.
Right.
It's just, do I want to do that now or do I want to save that for later? If I save it, I'm not sure I'm going to get a chance to do it again.
That's true. The charge 3 dark units is
Because I
harder
have to
than
have
retreat.
3 units.
Right.
But at the same time,
3 units not in combat.
yes. Yes. There is actually an order that would allow me to retreat at the end of a combat phase.
Yeah.
But that means that the unit has to live till the end of the combat phase? Yeah, big brains.
And that's not going to be him.
Yeah, not going to be him. And also, like, if these guys get in, I hope, the executioners can pull their weight and just remove somebody from existence. I hope. We'll find out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the bait and trap, retreat 2, charge 2. I think that's gonna work out better for me because I'm doing it anyways, and that's more reliable than trying to charge 3.
Right, rather than rely on 2 things to live when you're...
Yeah, because...
Everything I do apparently does a trillion damage.
Yeah. Well, at least it's chosen to.
I mean, the knights aren't bad. Well, it depends on if I get Hoarfrost off, right?
Yes.
All right, ready for beer commercial?
Yeah, I definitely like the cool looking can.
Unsponsored beer commercial.
Before I do any of this, though, I was supposed to choose my orders. So give me a moment to go back.
So
to
actually, what a great time to do orders while we're not getting paid.
Do the beer commercial.
Not
while
getting
I
paid
think.
to promote this beer.
I mean, most people don't get paid to drink beer, so.
That's just true. It's not to drink. Like, we're drinking this beer no matter what, but we're featuring the cans.
That's true.
So I'm drinking Einstock. I guess it'll be on the right on your screen. So this is a toasted porter. It is one of the lightest porters that I can think of. It's a little bit fruity, but also a little bit forward on the coffee flavor.
Yeah.
It's medium to light bodied for a porter.
Does it technically even say it has coffee, or is it just that toasted flavor?
It's
I've
just
had
that-
this one before, and
It's just
I always
that
think
toasted.
the same thing.
I think the reason that it's kind of got a fruity kick to it, in my opinion, is from it being toasted, the sweetness from toasting, rather than just like straight up bitter coffee, which is probably why it's one of my favorite like easy drinking dark beers. So that's what I'm doing. How are you feeling about Odyssey Breweries?
I love the look of the can. It's really cool, like Psycho Penguin. That's pretty funny. It is a vanilla porter, and vanilla porters are kind of a tricky one because they're very basic. Like it's good.
Yeah.
Easy drinking porter.
It's not something you go out of town to go experience, but
It's a little sweet, but
you can always pick
good.
one up, and you know that you're probably going to like it as long as it doesn't taste like, I don't know, chemical factory. Like
yeah.
like sometimes the toasted marshmallow.
Oh yeah.
People put marshmallow in a beer, it's a mistake.
Some of them can go a little sweet for my taste, but
Yeah.
this one's not bad. It's pretty
It's a good one. They're both great. They're both easy drinking. Okay, so have you done your
I've done my orders.
Great.
And I will now tell the audience the orders.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and do the advanced information from this dude, which is the plus 3 inches to move. And then I'm going to do fight first on the charge on both the sorceress and the dreadlord. The reason I'm doing this is I can kind of just shift this whole castle forward. Then I can give these guys fight first, send them that way. These guys fight first, send them that way, because he's going to retreat out. And then finally the Drakespawn Knights are going to come up and hopefully do something. We'll find out. So those are my orders. And then we go into... I said battle tactic. I did my heroic action. What's yours?
My heroic action is going to be... Gosh. Best day ever, I'm a Chaos Lord in the back.
That dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
In case you try and charge him.
Would I do that?
Yes. There's a lot of availability of getting charged in the back there. Baylor Corvette, I can't remember this guy's name. We sat around and chatted with him at night after the games at Lone Star.
Oh, great.
Super cool dude. The Blood Axe, that's like one of Shannon's favorites. It's like a little local brewery down by actually where Mason, the man in the chair, lives.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I keep trying to tell myself, don't give details about where that is. But it's down.
Cross Street place.
But that's more like to Mason. Like, oh yeah, there's this place that makes that beer. It's really good. Everyone really liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Sorry you can't get it. Sounds like you need to come make a trip out to Colorado, do some hiking, do a stream,
and then do a brewery tour.
Yeah, it's you're living the Colorado life at that point. No one likes getting charged in the back, not unless you're on Only Waz. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to do the 3d6 cast on my Huracanum because
CP
the
check is
Huracanums
zero.
now don't bracket. Oh yes, CPs. They matter, I swear.
Thank you, man in the chair.
So let's see what happens. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it takes D3 mortal wounds. And you get to try and unbind an 11. 3 mortal wounds. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
I've got a million unbinds, so we'll take a shot. We got no primals, so I just got to raw dog it. 8's not bad, but it ain't getting the job done.
18-inch range, and then it's going to affect everything within 6. So
what? Oh, is this a spell that does like?
yeah, it's chain lightning.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to go ahead and just slap the Chaos Knights.
Sweet.
They take D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. So 5 upward on the Knights.
Oh, sorry. You said 3 mortals on the knights. Yep. 5 upwards from their chaos rune shields. They take 2. They're not out yet, so they're not as slappy as the new cav and cities, but they do have an extra wound in the 5 up mortal ignore.
So she's going to be within 6 inches of them. So basically, everybody within 6 inches of the Knights on a 4 up is going to take D3. So starting over here.
Okay.
Nope. Chosen. Nope. Her.
You're so bad at Warhammer, Colin.
This dice.
It's going home.
Retired.
It's retired.
That's why.
Send it back up to the microwave.
That's why I give the confetti dice out as my opponent die. Baylor Corvette, congrats on the 3-month ode. I'm sure that is. Sure you are barely surviving. It's a tough time to have kids. Is the very early stage, but hopefully they're just starting to get to sleep by now. Let's see. Vanilla porters are usually good. I make a hazelnut porter. Yeah, that hazelnut vanilla porter sounds really good. But yeah, the hazelnut extract, that's one of those chemical flavors that if you put too much in, it can go over hard. Have you ever tried smashing up the hazelnuts into a paste and then doing them hot side? So before you pour it all off, do it in the mash, essentially. I'm curious. That's how we always did our flavoring. It always had a lighter flavor, but like I felt like that even like it was a softer vanilla. So I don't know. Just
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, you tried those beers. They were good, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
So do I risk it?
For the biscuit. You gotta say the
3d6.
the Midwestern saying if you're gonna
3d6 from the sorceress.
All right.
Tenebral blades.
Ooh.
12. It goes up. Let's see if she takes.
But what if I want to roll a die anyway?
I mean, you can.
All right. Did nothing.
Okay. So she takes 2
Not
mortals.
not going to talk about it.
And does she? Ha! She lives!
She finally figured out how 4-up ward works.
Seriously. All right. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and give the Blackguard the ignore all save spell. So that
Nothing's going wrong here. No problems. No problems.
So that being said, the last thing to do in the hero phase is the Storm of Shemtek. So I choose the unit with an 18. I roll number of dice equal to the current battle round.
Right. So we're
And on a 2-up, they take D3 mortal wounds. So that could be either units of knights or him.
Or the hero. The general. That's general. I'm not trying to
Slay the warlord.
Ooh, well, that's not a.
Hey, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. Not with that roll.
All right, so
3 mortal wounds.
all right, 5 ups.
Ha, take 3.
All right. Back to you.
All right, so that is it for my hero phase. So let's go to movement.
Sweet.
First off, beginning of the movement phase, I have an order to issue. Dun 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 dun. Move fast.
So that is
Move
extra
furious.
3-inch move. And
To everything within 3 inches of him.
yes.
So this is one of the few orders that affects everything,
Nice.
because most of them are choose a unit within 3 inches.
Right. All right. Hey, Thomas, are you going to the new? I'm going to get the new box set for Cities of Sigmar. Mason's thinking about getting it. Colin's thinking about getting it. I have so many armies that it's difficult for me to justify spending a bunch of money on a box when I don't need more armies. if you're asking me, am I excited about them because of that those sculpts? Holy shit. Those sculpts are so exciting.
They're so good.
Yeah, I like the way everything looks. I'm not a shooting army person. Like, think about how many times you've seen me play heavy shooting on this channel in the year or so that we've been doing live streams. It's just not my jam. And they certainly seem to encourage it with the rules. That said, I'm excited to get people on that have painted up their armies and want to show off the power of blasting. We've been trying to talk Mason into it. We'll see. Not clear. One of these days, maybe. He's a great painter. We just gotta get him back in the painting chair and in front of the camera so that everyone can be impressed with Cuban Santa. Which is your new name, Cuban Santa. Mason.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm on the fence, but man, those models.
If
there was anything that was going to give me an Age of Sigmar, it's these models.
I'll say that the models have not hit me as hard as the Slaves to Darkness models.
Yeah.
Like, those chosen, despite the fact that I haven't finished painting them.
Would you like to redeploy?
I'm so excited. Yes. I'm going to redeploy my general.
Okay.
Here we go. Good luck, buddy. 3 inches. -1 CP. Would you like to move me 3 inches directly away from you?
This way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that should be a 6-inch charge now. I mean, for him. But you'll be fine. Alright, move my buffs around. We'll put a stab wounds on the buffs. So yeah, Darktron, I'm super excited about it. Oh yeah, then Ian's gonna get the big pig. Like I'm probably, Vince Venturella on Warhammer Weekly did the what makes you love an army, and I really had to ask myself what it is about armies that makes me want to play them, and it's almost always ultimately the rules. Everyone's like, no, it's not the rules, it's not this. I can be super excited, or I can hate the way an army looks. But if the rules are so interesting, I'll buckle and get them. Like, I don't know. So
Is there an army that's a good example of that you have now?
I'm trying to think what army that I don't respect the models for, but I really enjoy. Skaven. There we go.
Is it Skaven or is it that Nighthaunt list?
Oh yeah, the Nighthaunt list is the perfect example. I hate Hexwraith sculpts, but I have 7 units, and I ran them at Lone Star GT with Baby Corvette, and it was a bunch of fun. It was way more exhausting than I thought. I think I talked about it on previous streams, but anyway, that's a perfect example of I will play this army and have a fun time with it and be excited about it and actually paint it. Haven't painted these chosen.
Even though you love the way they look.
Love the way they look. Just because I wanted to get them up to a tournament because I was excited about that, seeing what those rules are like. Anyway, sorry.
Yep. Well, that's it for movement. I retreated my only shooter, so he's not shooting.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise.
Gonna shoot little eye looks of hate.
Yes, hatred. He's shooting looks of hatred.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically at him because he decided to heal all the wounds that I did to you.
I mean, he didn't decide. The gods of chaos decided.
I'm blaming him anyways.
That's fair.
Let's be honest. Just blame the messenger.
Maximum blame.
But we are now moving on to the charge phase, and yeah, let's just
They kicked down that wall. They're like, "This is our home now."
Time to leave the fortress. All right. So
Charges.
for beginning of the charge phase, I'm going to issue the order. He's going to order them. She's going to order them for fight first on the charge.
Okay.
So, and that is all my orders for the turn.
All right.
And one of these days, I'm going to stop poking myself with my models. Today is not the day.
Not the day. No. 0%.
So now that I got fight first going around, let's begin charging. First, the fun one, the executioners. 7.
7. They're gonna kick down the wall on the way in.
Yep, we did it. Death to walls! Death to walls! And Yeah, I'm trying to find the best way to do this.
You can just come stand here and do it.
Yeah.
Or I'm happy to reach over and do it.
All right, so they're just going to kind of come on over here and have a party.
We're going to execute.
Execute Order 66. And now everyone knows. I'm a nerd.
Too soon.
Not that, playing Age of Sigmar says I'm not a nerd.
Sure.
All right. Next, the Black Guard are going to charge. 7.
They're in, baby.
We'll go on the distance. All right, so key thing here. Blackguard have to remain within 3 inches of the sorceress to get the fort ward. I need my fort ward for when the chosen decide to come party.
That's true.
So I'm going to be stringing these guys out to back over near the sorceress.
We've seen them. We've seen the fact that they are known party animals. They love the party. Oh!
Are you okay?
Yep.
Check the stream.
Yeah.
Is it up?
Not 100% sure yet. Things are frozen over here, so I don't think so. What could have gotten pulled out? I don't even know how that happened.
Watch out. Watch out.
Sure. Oh, that got him. Let's go. Here?
It goes in that one, the low one.
This one?
Yep.
So that's frozen.
Yep.
Yeah, we're frozen. Sorry.
You're that afraid of my charge, were you?
Exactly.
All right,
we still have audio.
We probably
okay.
still have audio.
Okay.
Sorry, technical difficulties. We'll be back up in 2 seconds.
All right. So I have completed the charge with the Black Guard. I will just try and narrate a little bit while we overcome our technical difficulties. I'm going to charge the Drakespawn Knights. They go 8 inches. And we're just going to kind of surround our good friend here.
Can you go move that so we know whether or not the camera? Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
All right, back to head on. Sorry about that. We had a trip over the cables leading to the video inputs, and I had to remap them live on air. All right.
Sure, that's very riveting content.
Charge was so strong it broke the stream.
Woohoo! We did
Can you
it!
check the dice cam? Oh, it's good.
It's good. All right.
Whoa! Moving. Okay.
We were just making sure that the Elgato stream thing was hooked up. All right.
Okay. So I completed the charge with the Executioners, the Black Guard, and the Drakespawn Knights. I should not have dragged the Chosen in. That was the intent. I'm
right, so
90% sure I did it.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, did it. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
With this, I have also completed my battle tactic because 2 units retreated and 3 units charged. So, 2 points. Yay, we did it. Yeah. All right. So that is it for charges. There's no monsters in combat because, somebody's a coward.
Right.
Naming no names. And then we go on to combat. So I have fight first on the Executioners and on the Black Guard. So basically, I'm going to activate all 3 of my units, and then you can have a turn.
All right.
So let's make this easy. Executioners, can you issue?
Oh yeah.
Can I find
They've
your
got,
war
a,
scroll?
they've got a command, right? Don't they? Surely they've got a command.
So we are 3s minus 1, 2.
Okay.
6s to hit are 2 mortal wounds and the attack sequence ends. So
This will be my all-out defense because all-out defense means nothing everywhere else.
yeah, you're right.
So evidently the stream did pause on your confused face, and so that was perfect.
Woohoo!
At least
Alright.
it was thematic.
So let's see here. I've got 8 dudes. That's going to be 16, 17 attacks. Do I want to issue the all-out attack here or over there? You know what? You actually have a save over here, so let's try and obliterate you over here. And
how many commands are you at?
1.
Alright. Sure, I put the UI.
Alright, so 2s and 3s, 6s to hit are 2 mortal wounds.
Alright.
Okay, 1,
6 mortals.
2, 3. So that's 6 mortals.
Set those
And
ward
1/1.
aside.
Okay. My dice are back for a vengeance now. 12 saves at -1, so 12 3-ups.
Alright, 12 3-ups. I can do it. Okay, I fail 4 of them.
So that's going to be 8 damage there.
Alright, so 8 plus the 6 mortals. And I can't remember where my 6-up ward went. Oh, 1 on the Chosen, 1 on the Knights, right?
Did you put it on the Knights? If you put it on the Knights, which unit did you put it on? Oh, it was those Knights, because those Knights were still nearby.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember where the bus went. So, just
Well, at least
FYI.
somebody remembered.
Yeah. Finally. Alright, so these are my 6-up, 5-up wards from the mortal wounds.
Okay.
Save 2, so that's 12 damage.
Okay, I left 1 pony alive. Woe is me.
On 1 wound. We're gonna make it the lead pony.
Okay. Well, I tried. Only 1 more damage went through. Would have wiped you.
If I hadn't killed 2 of them with
Yeah, with your endless spell.
they would have come over and slapped that 15 wound unit with 3-up save and all defense. And 5-up ward against mortal wounds. Like, just because you didn't kill it doesn't mean they're not a good unit.
Yeah. No.
Then over to me, right?
Nope. These guys are fight first now.
Oh, that's right.
Because I got
you
2
said it,
fight
you said it,
firsts.
You said it.
So, you have no saves here.
Okay.
There shall be no saves. So I just kind of want to stretch on out here.
Okay.
Get 4 dudes who can slap there.
Okay. The rest of them are
And
slapping
then
there.
We are just going to come in and have a party over here. So basically, I need this line over here to keep my ward. These guys have a 2-inch reach on 25 mil bases, so everybody here is in range.
Perfect.
And then over here. So I have 19 dudes, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 24, 25 attacks into the Knights,
Okay.
and 8 attacks into the Karkadark.
All right.
So let's start counting.
As a reminder, they have Tenebral Blades on them, and so attacks from them ignore saves. I'm just taking this damage. What could go wrong, friends?
Okay, so this is 25
wrong?
attacks at 3s and 3s.
Okay.
What can go wrong is I can roll poorly.
Well, I think that even if you don't kill the unit, getting it down to 1 NA is kind of like killing it.
Yeah,
this
you already
is
have 2 wounds on you, so.
Yeah. Alright, so 1, 2, 3,
4, and a wound on 1 dude.
Alright.
This wound on 1 dude thing seems to be
It's the way it happens.
okay. Now then, I have 8 into your lord. 3s. Whew. There goes half of them. 3s. Okay, so 3 go through. However, because you have Mystic Shield, your save basically goes to a 7-up, but it does. Actually, no, I've got +1 rend, so yeah, you take 3 on your lord.
Alright, so I'm up to 6 damage taken.
If I had been attacking with Dread Spears, he would have had a save.
Really? So it treats it as a dash.
Yeah, but a dash in the core rules is a 7.
I didn't realize that all-out defense could have saved me there.
No, it could not have because I've got Rend 1.
But it would have been +2 to the save.
No, because he's got the Mystic Shield.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
That's fine. That's
If-
that's actually a fantastic FYI to anybody that runs into cities and Tenebral Blades. It treats your save as a dash, but then anything like all-out defense and Mystic Shield that modify rolls, that still exists, but it is counteracted by rend.
Yes.
So there's a reason to put Tenable Blades on a high rend unit because it prevents them from save stacking. So if I had Best Day Ever, Mystic Shield, All Out Defense, I could have still been on a 5-up save.
No, you'd still be on a 6-up because your base save characteristic is a 7. And your best that you can get is +1.
Because it treats the save characteristic as a dash.
Yeah, it's set. Yep.
All right, perfect. All right, FYI.
Yeah.
Right.
Quick question from chat. Wait, what took away the save? A spell?
Yeah, so the spell Tenable Blades is the new city spell that basically the sorceress can cast. Technically Dark Elf wizards, but it's the sorceress.
Yeah, so that's only Dark Elf sorceresses or wizards can cast it.
And it can only affect a Dark Elf unit.
Well, Elf unit.
Yeah, but all that's left is Dark Elf, so...
Yeah, the Dark Elves are the only ones that matter, but...
Yeah.
Should anything get released, technically, if it's got the elf keyword...
Yeah. And also, it is affecting all elves. So even though, like, the sorceress can stab, say, a black guard for +2 to cast, despite that, she could still go ahead and, like, cast that onto the Dreadlord, or cast that onto, Blackheart Corsairs.
And Baby Corvette, like, why is it targeting his unit rather than my unit? Because if they targeted my unit, they couldn't make the spell racist and only work for elves. That's actually why. Because it has to, like, they have to live in their own ghetto, the elf ghetto, where only elf ghetto magic goes off and only affects them. It has to target your elf unit. Otherwise, a human unit could take advantage of that filthy elf magic.
And clearly humans don't have enough filth yet.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the last thing we need is no-rend human cavaliers, right? Or no save human cavaliers. Anyway, just FYI, like, when you saw this list, you thought the city's list is kind of like a dead-on arrival. Tenable Blades is, in some ways, all that your list does.
Yeah.
Is it delivers unsavable damage.
Yeah.
Or almost unsavable damage.
And when you're looking at building a city's army, I said at the start, you're probably going to build around a core of Fusiliers. There's going to be like a unit of 20 Fusiliers on the table because they're pushed.
Yeah.
Even if, the points go up a good bit, you're still probably going to stick 20 on the table because there is a battle tactic revolving around them. If they nerf them, it's probably going to nerf the 70 Fusilier list. That is totally going to happen. But, they're still going to be there. And then it's just, what else do you want to make the rest of your army? Do you want to, go all human? Do you want to have, your Fusilier castle with some dwarfs up front to, absorb the charge? And have, the counter charge there? Do you want to go elves? Do you want to do some mix of all three? There's still some variety that you can do there.
Right.
But you do have to live with the fact that, you can only really buff one unit with 10 Tenable Blades at a time. So there's not a strong incentive to go all Dark Elves.
I think there's a really great incentive to do one Sorceress and one Dark Elf unit.
Yeah, or a Sorceress, 10 Black Guard to guard her, and then Executioners, or something that you want to just send downtown.
Right.
So, moving on.
Yep.
I fought first with my 2 fight first units.
Now,
these guys finally get to attack.
Okay.
So, I
think he's a 7-wound hero, so you might take him out here. This game where I was worried that I had, just blown your pants off, is going to turn around to me having my pants blown off.
That's the goal. All right, so
9 wounds. Sorry, you've got work to do, buddy.
Okay, well, luckily for me, on the charge, I get rend 2.
Perfect.
Damage 2.
Oh.
So, I get 11 attacks, 2 from each rider, and then 1 extra from the hero. Or, not hero,
minus
champion.
1 to wound.
No.
He's Nurgle. That's why I got the green. So green, pink, white for...
Well, that sucks, because now I'm 3s and 5s. So, let's hope this goes through.
3s? Not bad.
Yeah, it's the 5s that's going to hurt.
I choose to just believe. Whenever I say that to my opponents at tournaments, they fail.
Take 3 at -2.
Technically, this could go off. So I'm base 3 plus 1, so this is 4 up saves. Alright, so he's okay.
So you take 2, but now the mounts get to go.
Oh no! There's more damage. I take 1. I take 1, right?
No, 2 damage.
Oh, did I roll?
Because you made 1 save.
Alright. No, you're fine, you're fine.
Oh, sorry, you made 2 saves out of 3 that went through. So 2 damage goes through. So you
they're 2 damage on the spears.
Yes.
Oh, that's
yeah, so had you failed 1 more of those.
Woo! Speaking of failing 1 more, this is feeling more likely all of a sudden.
Okay, 15 attacks at 3s and 5s.
Okay. It's been a while since I've got blasted on stream, so it's about time that I learned my lesson.
2.
Hey.
Fail 1 of these and you die.
Rend.
1.
So
3s.
3s.
Ha! We did it!
Got him!
Slayed the general. Opened up reprisal. That was the goal. Open up a battle tactic for you.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Alrighty.
Alright, so the Chosen are not in combat. I obliterated your general. So that means that you now have the 2 units of knights.
Yes, so we'll just pile in with this Nene.
Okay.
He is 2s to hit, 3s to wound, -1/1. And he's the hero, so he's got 4 attacks. He's not on the charge, so no +1 attacks. 2s. Good job, little guy. 3s. That's 3 at -1.
Eventually I can pick up dice. Fail 2.
Alright, then...
But I still have a 4 ward, so I'm just gonna hold on to that.
I agree. This is going to be 4s and 4s on the Nene. 1. And then nothing.
Okay.
4 boards?
So 4 boards. Woo! Okay, 1 dude dies.
Nice.
Phoenix guards still live, I swear. Alright. And then the Nene versus the Executioners.
Alright, literally the same thing. But this is 4s and 3s. Good thing I'm so good at Warhammer.
Can tell.
3s. 3 at -1.
Fail 1.
Alright, 1 damage, and then the Nene.
George!
4s. 4s. Nice rolling. 2 at Norend.
Fail 1.
1 more.
Hey, you fixed my coherency. Not that I care. With 25 mil bases.
Alright, Battle Shock.
Okay, so for me, I need to look up Bravery 7
we're-
plus 1 for the banner. So they're good. They're good. Nobody died there. So Battle Shock on your 2 pony units.
I'm going to make this one immune to Battle Shock.
Okay.
And then you said you're good, you don't have to
Yep.
roll anything. Then that guy over there, I'm Bravery 7. Plus 4. Means that that's all it takes to make a knight scared and run away. All
Yeah,
right.
Just got to get obliterated with no saves.
Obliterated.
Yeah.
Was all it took.
That's all it took. Okay. They found out that there's no saves and it got real scary. So then...
So with that, I control 1 and 2. And I complete my battle tactic for
Nice
4.
work. Good job.
Yay, I'm still in the game.
You are definitely still in the game.
Oh, and I killed a wizard.
You did. Whoop-ow.
This is what you get for bringing wizards there.
Bam. A wizard murder party.
Yeah.
Wait, your whip is a Nene? No, the Nenes are the mounts. They're little clippy clops. Clippy clop somebody, but with like malicious intent, which is why they're chaos.
Yeah.
So
We'll go with that story.
Yep. So I've got to figure out a battle tactic.
Well, you do have a very easy one in reprisal.
Reprisal. So we're gonna reprisal the jerks who are the ones that killed the general. Then we both go up a CP.
So I should be at 2.
And we're at the
You do
bottom
not
of
go
the
up a
round.
CP.
Oh, I don't.
Because I killed your general.
You did.
So rude.
Very rude. My...
Wow. Bravery 7 on the Dreadlord?
What's wrong with that? Oh, trying to heal?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out.
Oh, yeah, my heroic action's going to be draw on power. So those two guys in the back are gonna.
By the way, who got the +1 cast?
I have no idea. We'll just say this guy in the back, so it's furthest back. We'll do the same thing. This guy, so I've got 2 casts on everybody.
Yeah. Okay. We were supposed to do that at the top of the battle.
Oh, I forgot to do my 6-up wards on those guys. Oh well. Learn to play Warhammer. It's too late. We're so far past it.
Okay.
So are you gonna do it?
Yep. Let's see if the Dreadlord can roll a 7 or under. No. Okay. Moving on.
He's just gonna die about it.
Yeah. He's just gonna die about it.
All right. So I am now in possession of 1 unit of Chosen, 1 unit of Warriors, 1
Nay.
scraggly Nene. At least the writer went to community college, so he's in charge. But only of himself, and then 3 heroes. So the Chosen are going to do some work. I believe in the Chosen. They lose their +1 to hit, +1 to wound.
Oh, before we go any further,
Primal Dice.
Primal Dice.
Nope.
Nope.
And then I still have my battalion. Yes. I have
1 Primal Dice.
1 Primal Dicey Dice.
Maybe he'll use a Primal Dice to cast.
I bet I will. If I can ever roll not a 1.
Well, stop rolling 3 dice and you'll be fine.
That's not how it works.
Hey, he's outside 3, so he can only cast on 2.
You've got 2 unbinds?
2 unbinds.
All right, so we're going to start out with Pendulum from this guy.
Go for it.
That's a really good roll.
You know what? I'll let you.
Yeah, you can't even stop it. I'm not
I
complaining about that.
You going to try and slay my Warlord with that?
I'm going to try and do a lot of stuff with it. Okay.
Now, if you kill my dude with the Endless Spell, that opens up reprisal by killing the wizard, right? Because he controls the Endless Spell?
Let's just play it like that because it's more fun.
Okay.
I'm not clear on it, but that sounds like a fun choice to make because otherwise it's denying you the opportunity to have fun, and we're not playing it on the internet so that we can call the TO, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll save that for the next tourney.
Yeah. So what's next is Warfrost. Oh, I can do Blizzard. I love Blizzard. Let's see. How far away am I from these nerds? Ooh. We're gonna have the Blizzard Wizard cast Blizzard.
Go for it.
5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can't stop it.
Can't stop it.
All right, Blizzard Wizard. Here you go, baby.
Blow yourself up.
Negative.
Come on! You're supposed to roll at least 1/1.
17 damage. But you had 4 upwards.
Yeah, but you're supposed to roll 1 so I can see you blow up.
We're the bad guys. We don't follow the rules.
Rude. Come on, the most exciting part about Wizard.
Mason has never seen or heard of Blizzard before, the Merciless Blizzard. It's part of the GHB,
Fine.
so it's not normally
In proper Phoenix card fashion, I'll take 5.
All right. Double hype. We both got hype about it. That was a good roll for both of us. Then
I'm not used to seeing spells do that much damage.
It's outrageous. It has a casting value of 12 on 2d6.
Yeah. So
I'm rolling 3
you almost
because
have to be using primal dice.
so it's designed for primal dice, but it just goes off and makes you feel bad about playing Warhammer.
Sheesh.
All right, so that's Blizzard. The next spell is going to be
Yeah. Gross.
gross.
Definitely.
Time to make it cold. We're going to do the Malevolent Maelstrom.
Okay.
On a 10, 11, 12.
Can you stop rolling 12s?
Negative.
At least save that for when I, have a primal die to unbind it.
I can do a lot of things. I can't disappoint the president. That's all I'm saying. Alright, so that's on a 1. We're going to try and cast 2 more spells. One of them is going to be Chaotic Conduit. This is 2d6 because I'm outside of the 3-inch range of making myself good at Warhammer. But, well, I have primal dice.
How dare you? Well, at least you only get one spell.
But what's great is that I spend a primal dice, I double cast it, I stop casting, so I can't cast another endless spell, so Geminids remain off the board. But we both get a primal die, so I go back to 1, you get 1 that you can't use.
But you're out of casts!
Sounds like a you problem. Alright,
I see how this works.
I get to roll on the Eye of the Gods table while I continue to try and win Warhammer. 3 points, baby! We're gonna give him. I can either give him another rend.
Come on, you know what to do. Give him a cast.
Oh, if I do that, then I can cast another spell.
No, because you did a primal cast.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, we're definitely giving him rend because rend is cool.
But does it affect all of his weapon profiles or just one?
I think it's all of them.
I thought it was just one, but I would have to actually read the rules.
As somebody who has been helping me remember my own rules, we're going to check my math on that one. So Slaves of Darkness, battle traits. This is is it a 7? No. 9, Arcane Awakening. If this unit has the Corn keyword, I do not. I can attempt to... Oh, I'm looking at rend. Melee weapons, plural.
Okay, so all of his melee weapons are +1 rend.
And he's got a few profiles, so it's actually pretty nice.
Well, I was going to use this on your Nene. But he's being rude, and he just got you your grand strat. So, 3 chances, 2 up, take D3 mortal wounds.
Alright.
Because it's both hero phases, and you're done casting.
I had already forgotten about it. I kept saying I forget about it, and I've still forgotten about it.
2d3.
Alright, nice.
Take 5.
On him?
Yep.
Alright, he's got Chaos Ward thing.
From what?
I thought the Chaos Lord had a 5-up ward.
No.
What?
The one on Karkadark does.
What? Do I just take 5? Do I get Sad? Sag? Where are we
Doesn't
at?
he have 6?
Let me find out. Let me read it. Could swear he had a 5-up ward. He doesn't. I'm lying. So he just takes 5.
Okay.
Wow. Suck it.
Still alive! Rude.
Suck it, nerd. Okay.
He's supposed to die from that.
He tried, but he can't disappoint the president. You know, he's just so reliable. Alright, so then I put a 6-up ward on those guys and a 6-up ward on him. From the Chaos Wards.
Okay.
Chaos Warriors. So
So actually, that was supposed to happen before I did my thing. So do you want to just use the 6s up on that?
It's just in the hero phase, right?
Yes, but technically in this, you're supposed to do all of your actions before I can do any of mine.
Did I roll any 6s on that? I think I rolled like 1 6.
You rolled 1, I think.
Alright, so I'm at 4.
We'll just call it 4.
Alright. Yeah, I don't want to roll it again and get like spike it or something. So
Yeah.
into the hero phase. This rude thing jets up. There. We're going to face it this way because it's just going to go back the other way. I'm not within range of this thing.
Okay.
But I am within range of everything else. I passed over everything. So he's going to go first. This thing was at a 2. We'll move him in a second. So 2 up, D6 mortal wounds on the lady first.
Sorceress?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
for 2 mortal wounds.
How about
So
none?
good at Warhammer. The Dreadlord. Yes, for...
Doesn't matter, he's got 1 wound left.
Alright, we got that guy. And then the big unit. Negative.
But that does still take the Maelstrom up 1. Because the unit died.
Oh, it's a model.
Yeah.
I forgot that I could try and trigger it off of that. Ouch. Gonna scoot that up. Not gonna hit myself with that or anything. On to movement. The Chaos Warriors, or the Chosen, do not move. They do not need to trigger a redeploy.
Oh, why not?
Because they're so smart. Gosh, I gotta just dive in and hope that I'm going to dive into them and then hope I could unbind her. I think that's what I'm going to do, maybe. He is going to walk up 5.
Do your worst.
He's going to try. Then this Nene is going to pull back 10 inches so that I don't trigger a redeploy. Well, I guess I can go this way and put another toe on the point in case that ends up being relevant. These guys are going to ignore all reason and move back further into the corner of the board.
Do I bother trying to... don't forget coherency.
Oh, yeah. Can't hop the fence. It's not cool. It's against the rules. And then these nerds, they gotta stay away from 12 inches of this explodey thing. So he's gonna run over here. And this guy, I think he's just gonna, what's his spell? Blizzard? I just cast it. I should know what his spell is. Just within 12. He's gonna pivot this way.
Okay.
But he's just gonna stand on the point, looking like a Chad.
Property lines are important.
All right. Then shooting. Down shooting.
I don't think there's any more guns left in either army.
Yeah, no guns. Then charges. Let's start with the chosen.
The important one. Can you roll? Yes, you can. Congratulations, you did.
I have like +1 from the banner, +1 from Slanesh, so it's so much.
You try and keep away from the Blackguard, because they still have 10 Emerald Blades.
I know. We're gonna say, what was the question, Mason?
I said odds were good on that charge.
Yeah, odds were good.
Okay, so this is...
Oh.
Hey, get off my base!
Yes, I'm fine.
Rude.
Yep.
Can you do that and still keep coherent?
Almost certainly, because that's like, I had a 10-inch charge, right? Gets me all the way.
Yeah.
Always worth asking, though.
Is that where you want him?
No. Not paying attention.
Jeez, the marker's like literally right there.
So bad at Warhammer.
If you just bring those two around there, you'll be good.
Trying to make sure I'm not cheating on coherency here.
Okay. I mean, you need to keep an inch there, but you're good.
Yeah. Alright, so they're going to be all in. We might just pick them up rather than waste everyone's time watching me roll those dice.
Nah, I think the Knights have got this.
The Chaos Lord. 3 inches. That's all you need, according to Derek Center.
But if you do that, now you have to go with them first?
Yeah, I'll let you attack, and then I'll pick them up. Alright, so this guy, he's only got 2 wounds left. He's probably just killed himself.
But before you do anything else,
okay.
Do you wish to charge the warriors?
Oh yes, that was the intent.
I was assuming that's why you did it, but
yes.
you know.
Just wanted to...
You can just hang out there in the middle of nowhere.
Just hang out, you know.
You know, if that's what you want to do, go for it.
So +1 to the charge roll because of the...
Banner, or no, musician.
Musician?
Yeah. Can the warriors kill more this time than they did last time?
Oh, most certainly not.
Up next on...
Weak and Decadent. Can bad units continue to not be bad? No, it's in the name.
Ooh, risking coherency there. Who's got the wound on him?
Oh yeah, you're right. It's this guy here, the one that's got his arm reeled back.
Risk that coherency.
All right, they break this thing, they break this one. That way we don't have to fiddle around with that. All right.
Works.
Then, combat. We're just going to go with the Chaos Lord on foot.
I'm gonna all out defense those guys.
Check
Actually, what's your rend anyways?
Rend 3, Rend 2, Rend 3. No, Rend 3 and Rend 2.
Never mind. Not worth it.
Not worth it. All right, this is 3s and 3s.
I needed you to roll like that.
Yep.
Okay, I have hope.
All right, Demon Bound. This is another 3, but this time 6s to hit our mortal wounds in addition.
No.
All right.
Moving on.
Killed himself.
Woohoo! We did it.
Did it. So good at Warhammer.
Okay. I'm gonna go with these guys first because those guys already proved that they can survive Chaos Warriors.
Right.
So I have 11 attacks. They are Slanesh marked, so no -1 to wound. So this is gonna be 3s and 4s, -1/1. Actually, since everything's 3s and 4s, let's just roll it all together.
Yeah, let's do it.
And
this is into
the chosen.
Chosen.
Yeah. I'd pile in, but yeah, I don't think I need to. So everything is 3s, 4s, -1/1.
Yep.
So this is going to be 26 attacks. Whee! Only 6s did something. Other than, make me sad. Okay. We did it. And now this is where I do all my misses.
4s.
Yep. Okay.
That's not bad.
I could kill a guy or 3.
8.
Okay, a guy or 2. Not 3. 3 is out of range.
What was that?
It's 1 damage each. So.
1 damage each? Rend 1?
Rend 1, so...
Alright, so 4 ups. Ooh.
Kill
Kill 1 dude?
Who are you going to kill without breaking coherency? Also, here's an important question. Who's the unit leader?
It's the guy with his hand out.
Oh, this guy. Okay.
Alright, so...
Guess warriors?
Warriors, so 1, 2, 3, well... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 attacks each. 2, 4, 5, 6. This is 3s and 3s. And then 3s again. Alright. That is 5, -1.
Okay. Okay. Fail 3. Alright, well, since clearly those guys are not destined to charge, we will drop the musician and hand me a wound counter. Put a wound on this guy.
There we go.
Boop. Let's not break the spear.
Which one of these guys is your general?
Flappy Bird.
Oh, Flappy Bird is your general.
Yeah.
That's right. You made him your general to make the
Drakespawn battle line.
Drakespawn battle line.
Not something I would worry about in the future because, I'm going to have Fusiliers and I might as well just stick some steel helms in. That's 2 battle line.
Big brain moves.
Yeah.
All right. Then over to you.
So
You want to just pick up the knights and then activate out?
sure. If you think that Chosen can do
Because
because clearly they did not do enough to the
Yeah.
if it was the Blackguard, I'd make you roll it out.
Right. Yeah. That'd be different.
But this is not the Blackguard. All right. So let's just go with these guys because they're closer. So that's 12, 13. If I roll a single 6, he's dead. So.
Well, I've got a 6 of board, sir.
Oh, fine. If I roll 2 6s, he's dead. How about 4 6s?
I can roll that many 6s.
Okay, well,
It's technically possible.
Yeah.
okay, well, 3 go through if you fail to.
All right, it's done.
Okay.
That's fine. Your job's done. You got my battle tactic for me, buddy. Or my grand strat.
I tried. All right.
And then over there.
Yeah, so I've got 3 dudes, so that's basically 5 attacks per model. And one more for the unit lead. 3s and 5s because they're Nurgle, right?
Yes.
Okay. 3s, 5s, -1. Not that I actually care about this wars anymore because they are gone.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 at -1.
Nice. 4 ups. Or just all of them. Kills 2 guys.
I mean, that.
Okie doke. That's that. So I control 1, not 2. I don't control it with a person.
You did complete your battle tactic, though.
I did get my battle tactic, so that is
3 points.
3 points. Okie doke. Anything else? I don't think so. Battle shock. I'm 8 bravery over there. I lost 2. I'm 8 from the banner.
Yeah, I'm 8 from the banner as well, so I'm good over there.
All right. Roll off.
Sure, let's roll off.
Good luck. All right. Taking it.
Go for it. Do your worst.
So, I'm taking it because I feel like I need it. I'm not 100% sure I need it, but I definitely want to get into them. Yeah, so I can move this thing around, and
Well, before we do anything else, primals.
oh yeah. Just gonna throw it on the ground. None from that.
Okay, no primals.
Do I get any primals?
1.
Yeah, because my 2 guys are still alive. 1 primal dice, so you're down -1. I'm still at 1. I'm at 2 CP, 1 CP. You're at 2.
Yep.
Thank you. And then battle tactic. Figure out my battle tactic. So there might be some good ones in my.
Also, I need to do orders before we go any further.
Oh yeah, do all your orders real quick.
So
battle tactics. Looking at my options here. Priest or totem? Is there any? Do you have any totems in your army? Is he a totem?
No.
Right. All right. I know what I'm gonna do. Easy. Oh boy.
Okay. So he totally doesn't know what these orders are. Again, I picked countercharge on here because I can't do any elf-specific orders, and I don't think I need the advance information for a 3-inch more move. And then over here, I'm doing the elf order swift disengage because if anything survives the chosen, big if, I want to be able to back up and rally.
Right. All right. Beginning of hero phase, my heroic action. Oh, so my tactic is going to be pick an objective within 12 inches of enemies.
Oh, also, since I am going second, I get to choose which ones are active.
Yes, which ones are active?
Because I kind of want to force you out, I think I'm going to choose these 2.
Okay.
So that way you have to move a sorcerer onto one of them if you want to score that extra point.
100%. Well, you get 1 for each, so I can run a sorcerer over. I can't. These aren't fast enough, but just FYI, you can get 2 points if you have 2 sorcerers. All right, so I can. So you're going to go B, which are again the outside objectives. I am going to do pick an objective, kill with enemies within 12, kill those enemies. We're going to pick this one because if I can kill those guys, great. And if I can't, sucks to be me. My heroic action is going to be draw on power back there.
With which one? Because it's within 3.
The close. They're the one that's got Blizzard.
Okay.
The Blizzard Wizard. Then I'm going to spend my command point to rally those knights over there.
Rude.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. That's what I like to see.
right, over to you.
I'm missing 7 Blackguard. So I've got heroic action. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and try and get rid of the pendulum.
Okay.
6.
Does not beat it.
Darn it. This is where I really need a primal die.
Yeah.
But somebody kept them all to themselves.
Yes, I did.
All right.
Being the bad guys. We get sweet armor, and we don't gotta share.
Let's see if I can.
Bad guys and 6-year-olds.
Let's see if I can get a CP on my sorceress. Yes, I'm going to spend that CP immediately to try and rally my Blackguard.
Sounds good.
So I've got 7 missing.
Yes.
Ha! Get 1 whole Blackguard back.
Nice. Okie doke. Let's go into casting. You still got 2 unbinds, right? Or
1 unbind.
1 unbind now. Then.
Actually, no, 2, because if I choose her as my locus for going second, I get 1 cast and 1 unbind.
Yes, yes. So 2. This thing doesn't have an unbind?
No, it's got an unbind, but she gets an extra one. But this is not a locus.
Oh, you used 1.
Yeah, 1 to try and get rid of this. Yep.
Got there. I was like, you've got more. I want you to do well. So.
Well, stop doubling me, and I will.
I mean, let's see here. We'll see how it goes. The question mark. What do I do? So I've got Geminids in the back pocket. I've got Blizzard, Hoarfrost, Chaotic Conduit, and Demonic Speed. Demonic Speed's not worth anything. Let's go for so from the guy that doesn't have demonic power, this is going to be Mystic Shield. Not that.
You can throw a primal at it.
I could.
Do it.
Nope. We're saving it for Blizzard. Also, there's a 1. Then we're gonna go for Hoarfrost.
Nope. Okay. Do you want to add a primal to that one?
Negative.
Oh.
Then,
Actually, even if you did, I'm not wholly within 12. So.
Oh, they're not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's guys behind the tree.
Yeah.
All right. So then we're gonna go with Blizzard Wizard, casting Blizzard. So good at Warhammer. Blizzard Wizard, cast Blizzard on these nerds.
Okay, blow yourself up.
I might. I don't. I cast it real good though.
Another 17? 2 17s in a row?
I can't help but be good at Warhammer.
Something you shouldn't have to apologize for.
I shouldn't have to apologize for being so fucking good. Alright, can you just crush it again?
This time I take 7.
That's still good rolling.
Now I have to figure out which 7.
Alright, that's gonna charge up my Malevolent Maelstrom.
Oh, well, I don't need banners anyways, right?
Yeah, that's for nerds. And I have 1 more cast, right? Question mark. Chaotic Conduit, because it's cool. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, just for you, I will unbind that one. No, I won't.
Haha. I'll cast it on himself. 6.
+1 rend on your bonk staff?
I might. There's 8 for the bonk staff. This might just be a 6-up permanent ward. Let's find out though. Battle traits. 6 is Unearthly Reflexes. Add 1 to charge rolls.
You know you want to do it. He's Slanesh Mark too, so it's +2 to charge.
Ooh, so good at Warhammer. No.
Coward.
Then we will move. Oh, first we're gonna take a jog with the wizard that's in the trees.
Do you want to move your endless spells?
Oh yeah, I do. Definitely want to do that. He rolled a 1, by the way, so we're gonna live with that roll.
So it has to go in a straight line.
Yes, so we're going to go back an inch.
You'd have to pass. Okay, so if you're within an inch, yeah, it would affect it.
Yeah. So still not them, but not them, but within him and her. So
actually, before this happens, I get to do him.
Yeah. Is it into the hero phase?
No, it's in the hero phase. So that means that it's before the end of the hero phase stuff happens.
All right. Who gets blasted?
Who's within 18 inches? Obviously.
I need to do my 6-up ward. These guys give themselves 6-up wards now. Oracular visions.
Okay, I'm just going to have to hit them. This is turn 4 now, so I get 4 dice.
Unaided Foot, the less loved side of Sigmar's Cities book is doing pretty good against a bunch of heavy metal dudes.
Okay. This is 3, 6, 7 mortal wounds to these guys.
The Chosen?
Yeah, do they have a ward?
They don't think so.
Because you got -1 run from the Eye of the Gods. And they were not within 12, so you could not choose them for your...
Right, which is why I did it on the heroes. So I can't remember who has wards, so we're just going to look. Rewards of Chaos, no. Herald, Soul Splitter, no. So they just take 7 damage.
Okay.
So we don't need 2 banners. So that's 6, and then...
Put a wound on a dude.
Put a wound on a dude. That nerd. Alright. Then... spells. So her. Yes, for 5.
4s. Yep, she's dead.
Alright. And then the whatever that thing is called, the Hurricanum. Yes. For 1.
Okay.
And then this thing moves back to keep all my guys out and then detonates. So 3 on him.
Okay.
And then D3 on the Dread Spears. 1.
So on the Blackguard, you mean?
Yeah. Sorry. And then the Executioners. 2. Alright. Movement. So that guy ran his 1, which gives him 6, which will get him just on the point. That guy, just give me a run roll real quick.
6.
Oh man, he's so fast. He's base 5, so we're looking at 11 Inchurinos. If you think that I'm not going to charge that Chaos Warrior into those murder machines, or that Chaos Horse into the murder machines...
Oh, I know it's coming.
You're super wrong.
You're going to have to decide who attacks first.
Oh, definitely the horse. Just saying. Then the Chaos the Chaos Chosen, we're just going to stay outside of 3. Going to give you the chance to redeploy if you so choose.
Considering your bonuses to roll, they're dead anyways.
It's true.
However, you come with a 9. No, you did not. Okay.
All right. And then my Nene, might as well just be a brave Nene.
Go for it.
All right. Charges. Chosen. Infinity.
They made it. Luckily for me, though, if you don't activate them first, I still have Tenable Blades.
You do. I'm going to be brave, though.
He makes it. You make your lowest die of 4, so he makes it.
It's impossible to fail. Oh my god, I'm so brave. I'm charging. Oh, he ran. He can't run and charge. Oh, wait. He can.
He's still dash.
But I don't have the command point.
Ha! Did it!
Victory. So, victory over chaos. So this is combat phase. We start with this guy. He's got 4 attacks, 4s and 3s, banking it all on an awful roll. Table looks great. Thanks, Unaided Foot. Good to see you in chat again. But what kind of what you would expect? Half. 1, neg 2.
Fail it.
Take 2. Then the Clip-Clops, 4s and 4s. 1, no rend.
Fail it.
1 damage.
All right. Well, obviously I need to go with these guys.
Yep.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13. So 13 attacks. Let's spend it. All out attack. They're not living anyways.
Oh no.
2s and 3s. Let's see if I can listen chosen.
I believe in you.
Oh yeah!
Nice.
3, 6, 9. 9 damage.
So 1, 2, 3 dudes. No one cares about that guy anymore. Well,
Alright, so I'm assuming you're going to go with your warriors now, because we totally didn't forget that combat's going back on back.
no, I did. I actually happened to remember. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can stop being lazy and actually pile in a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 2 attacks each. 3s and 3s. -1 and 1. All right. They are not showing their best colors today. 3 at -1.
Force.
Kill a dude.
Yep, and put a wound on the banner, if you don't mind doing that.
I'm happy to do so. Would you like to attack with them next? Or the choppy man?
I mean, it doesn't matter the order anymore.
Okay.
I'm just going to remove these guys. Actually,
I could fail.
yeah, you could fail that one, so I'll make you roll that one out later. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, just attack with the ponies.
Okay.
See if I can clear me some. So this is basically 11 attacks, 3s and 5s. Two, -1.
4 ups. 7.
Okay.
All right, chosen.
With 4 chosen, you could whip the roll.
I could. 3s and 3s. 2 mortals. Speaking of whipping the roll, look at all that.
We're hoping.
That is 4 at -2 from their extra rend.
Oh, they're dead.
All right, we tried.
If I had
It was
my
close
will
though.
still,
Yeah, it was close. It was worth rolling. Then can he chop 1 horse?
we're about to find out. 3s and 3s.
Maybe. No mortals.
1. -1.
4 up. Save
Makes
it.
it. Okay. I was
All
hopeful.
right. So I hold 1. I don't hold more. I don't hold the second one.
But you do hold it with the locust.
And I got my battle tactic of getting you more than 12 away from that. So that's 2, 3, 4 points. All right. It's shockingly close. Neither of us have living generals. So you're just at 1 point.
So I'm actually going to spend that 1 CP to battle shock immune him.
All right. But bow. All right. So what about those guys? Do they need to roll? They lost a dude?
Nope, because I still have the banner.
All right. Sweet. Roll for... No.
No, it's my turn. I get a turn.
Primal dice? I'm excited about primal dice. Yes, we both get a primal.
Well, I'm going to ruin your primals by just unbinding this thing. 7 goes away.
Yes.
Leave me alone, man.
No. All right, with that, it's looking a little bit dire, I think.
So I'm going to go ahead and do
But you're still in it.
intimidate the invaders.
Okay.
So I'm going to have more guys outside my territory, which means that if he piles in, I do need to get this guy forward. But it's not like he wants to go to combat, so I can just run him anyways.
You don't want to just charge him into combat and then get the point. Or
I'm
retreat him out, charge him in, kill the horse because he's only got 2 hit points. He might not kill him, but keeping him off the charge, I think, is important.
Yeah, and that makes sure that he stays alive.
Yes.
All right, so I don't have any spells, but what I do have is a Blizzard Clearer. Storm of Shemtek.
5 dice. Oh no!
He's dead.
Is he?
Let's see, that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mortal wounds.
That's it?
So 10 sixes and you're good?
He does 17 for breakfast, baby. Alright, he's dead. Alright, so Blizzard Wizard is no longer Blizzard Wizarding.
Mission accomplished.
Nice.
So, sadly, that is not a spell, so it doesn't count for, like, Magical Mayhem.
Right.
Otherwise, I would love Magical Mayhem.
You take a shot at it. You've got 2 dice. I've got 3.
Also, I forgot my heroic action.
No, you did Magical Dominance earlier. Yeah.
I'm going to see if I get a CP on him on a 2-up.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
Heroic action. That nerd. CP, I guess. Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this guy 8 forward. This way.
Yep.
He is going to retreat out to here.
Yep.
And you know what? I'm going to force you to keep your warriors over there.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I mean, they're a huge part of what I've got left on the board, and they lost 3, 4 guys last time.
They lost 3.
They lost 3. Their bravery is 8, 9 because of the banners, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure I wasn't robbing you of a lost guys.
All right. So, battle wagon charge. 5 gets it in.
Do they have impacts or anything?
I've got no idea, but I'm gonna just kind of like do this.
If you need to get holy, oh no,
No, I've got 2 units. So as long as you can't kill those, actually, that's a good reason to retreat them out. So that way you can't. Actually, hand me a tape measure, please.
Can't get lucky.
Yeah,
because it happened.
Yeah, and I've only got 3 wounds left, so.
Go back in the corner, maybe. Oh,
no, because if I come over here,
fast. You're so fast.
I can potentially just kind of slip onto this objective.
Right.
So now let's see what the Hurricanum does.
Let's see what they do.
Because I got no idea.
I'm sure he's got...
I mean, he gives himself +1 to hit, so, I don't need to worry about...
Oh, I forget about that. That's right, we haven't been doing it because now it's racist.
Yes.
We even talked about it. Alright, we are bottom of the round and player 1 is active. Make sure I get these right.
Let's see here.
Question?
Yeah, no, no impact hits or anything like that.
Alright.
So he's not a monster. I'm going to just kind of like shift him this way.
Okay.
And then 1 bonk stick. He gives himself the +1 to hit, of course.
100%.
So 2s, 3s, -1 D3, and this is Corn Rock, right? So
yes,
no -1s to wound.
None of the good stuff.
1. Did it. -1.
4 ups. Take it.
2.
Gets him.
Woohoo!
Wait, he had the 6-up ward? No, he didn't. It was on the 2 guys because he was too far away.
All right. The Bonk Wizard did it. Yeah. So I control 1 objective. I do not control 2. Yeah. So that is turn. So I.
And then battle tactic?
What was my battle tactic?
What was your battle tactic? Did you
intimidate. More guys in your territory.
Yeah, you did.
Or outside mine.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So let's roll off.
We're tied at the top of 5. Good luck.
And the table is so clear.
Yeah. This is...
All right. Do you want to take it, or do you want to hand it to me?
I think I take it because that denies you opportunities to score stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to choose. You have to make bad choices about where you... I'm sure you're just going to make it A and B.
No, I'm going to make it these two.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Spicy.
Mostly because the Chaos Warriors might come forward, but because I get 5 dice now with the Storm of Shemtik, I could obliterate them.
You very well could.
And it's both hero phases.
Both hero phases. Okay, so I'm up to 1 CP, you're up to 2.
And then I also get +1 on my Hurricanum because I'm going second. And he's not a...
True. Locust.
Yep.
All right, so my battle tactic, let's make sure that I have one. Yikes. Let's roll primal dice real quick.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
No, and then my...
you don't have the battalion anymore.
All right, so no primal dice, so we're just honest casting here.
Honest? Who would want to be honest?
Not me. That's not how the bad guys play. I'm looking at my potential options here. I can't... I've done charge 3. I can't get my hero in. I can't lead into the maelstrom. Choices. I can't kill a priest or a totem. I've already done lust for power. It's not... So there's not within enemy territory. I can't do that.
You could try for Intimidate to get more guys in my territory, or outside your territory. But that would mean giving up that objective.
That would be a foolish choice.
But if you can score 2 from that, you're only scoring... Well, you'd score 2 by walking him onto the objective, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he has to go over to that objective. It's not... I don't even feel like that's optional.
Yeah.
We're top of 5, right?
Yep, top of 5.
I got it.
You got it? Top of turn, and I'm the active player. What are some of
Did you already spend CPs, or...?
No, we just don't have any.
Oh.
Yeah, we both lost our...
No, I have 3, so right now.
Yeah, you've got, 2 and 1 on him.
Yep.
So you got 3, I've got 1. I guess that's your only hero left.
Yep.
Jeez.
Can you get a spell over that can kill the one executioner?
I don't think so.
Let's just check the range really quick. It's 20 inches, and pendulum's 16. So
yeah, nothing there. I think I have to cast a spell. I think it has to be magical dominance.
Okay.
Unless you can think of something else here. I can't.
Well, I don't have any. We don't have any primals. So
all I've got is
your 3d6.
Draw on power. All right, that's my heroic action. Is draw on power. I'm gonna also rally my chosen.
Okay.
With my only command point. Come on, baby. 2.
Oh!
Sucks to suck, I guess. And it rocks to rock. Okay. So they're up. Your heroic action?
Well, actually, before I do anything else, I needed to
pick an order for him.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do this one.
Whatever that one is.
Yep. So the order is going to be the +3 inches to normal move, which just means that if I do that and you fail to make it into me, then I can get places.
You're in a good spot. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I do have other effects beginning of the hero phase if you're done with all of your beginning
I'm done.
phase. All right, so first is my heroic action, which I think just has to be a CP. Yep, I get it. I'm going to spend that CP immediately
to rally those guys
to see if I can get 9 executioners back.
Yeah.
6s!
Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah.
Well, one's 1. 1 is 1. It's math.
We did it. Let's get a banner.
Okie doke. Into casting. I am just going to cast Mystic Shield.
Okay.
Nothing really matters, and we're just going for the lowest cast that I got. On a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well.
Show me a 9.
Yay!
Right.
Battle tactic denied.
So then I'm going to go ahead and cast Wait a minute. Have I been cheating this whole time?
I don't know. Have you?
Oh,
Yeah. Do I get? I know 2 spells, but do I get to cast 2 spells?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get +1 cast on everybody.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
All right, so
And +1 spell.
I'm gonna cast Hoarfrost
Okay.
because that's cool.
You can have that one.
Where were you, man? So we're gonna pick the Chosen's only profile. We're gonna make them wound on 1,
Okay.
hit on 1, hit on 1, wound on 1. Yeah, hit wound on 1. Is it hit? I'm just thinking about whether or not I get a command point from heroic action.
You already used your thing, and they have.
It would be next turn, and then
But
they
he's
have
gonna.
to.
If you want to score max, they have to move over here, and he has to go over there.
Yeah, it'll be hit on 1 because that's cool. So, anything else?
Yes.
Blasting.
I'm blasting the Chosen. Ooh, 5d3 mortal wounds. Let's do this, boys. Oh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. 6 ups from Oracular Visions. Take 9.
So you lose 3 dudes.
They come and they go. Boop. On that guy. All right. Get out of here, nerd. Okay, so my movement phase. I run him. He can't fail. We'll just run them because it could be a big number. 4 plus 1 from Slanesh.
+1 from Banner.
from the music guy. So 6 plus their 4 is 10. 4 or 5, something like that. We'll just do 10. All right. Let's get them as far away as we can. I hold both of them for 2. I fail my battle tactic, but I hold one of them with a locust, so that's 3.
Did you want to do anything with your warriors, like try and tie up the
I
knights?
should charge the knights. I'm not going to give you the chance to redeploy, so charge.
7?
7. I don't think I can get around like that, so we're just going to have to go in this way. What's their movement, 10?
10, yep.
All right. All right, we got 3 guys in here. That is 6 attacks.
I will all-out defense this, because I've got plenty of CP.
You got. That uses one of your real ones, right?
Yeah, but I've got still one on the Hurricanum,
Yeah.
and
All right, that's fair. Just checking. So this is 2s and 3s. Oh, they're finally here to play Warhammer. It's 4 at -1.
3s.
Oh, you're so good at this. All right.
All right, well, I'm gonna rotate, but whatever.
Yeah, you're not. Nothing you do over there is gonna matter at this point.
Yeah, but, 3s and 5s. No, sorry. 3 at -1.
3 at -1. All right. 4s.
So just make it all. I see how this works.
All right.
Let's see here.
So, what do you have a battle tactic? Because we might not even have to play it out here.
We do, because even without a battle tactic, if I can kill your wizard, I score
1 point.
1, and then 2, 3, and then I get my grand strat, which would put us tied.
Do you have to have more banners?
Yes.
I've got 2 banners on the field.
But if I kill them,
It's true.
but it's just a question of where I'm putting that damage.
Laser beam.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the list with 4 of those hurricanes that makes it to the end of the game? God.
Yeah.
That Misthaven thing where you move them up and you shoot them and then you're walking back in your movement phase. Yikes. All right. But do you have a tactic? That's the question. You've already cast one. Do you have a spell that deals damage?
I do. However, so the only thing that I can do is magical mayhem. I have to try and kill a unit with
a spell.
All
right.
My spell does D3 damage.
So your hope is that you just don't kill these guys.
But I can't split the magical laser beams.
Right.
And I have to kill them if I want to go ahead and take this objective.
Correct. Life's full of hard choices.
Yeah, it is. But I don't have any other spell or battle tactic I can do.
Ward rolls are optional, so if you deal enough to kill them from the laser, I will probably just let them die.
All right. Well, first things first, hero. Yeah, I'm gonna kill a unit.
Heroic actions.
I'm gonna kill them with a spell.
All right.
Heroic action. I already have 2. You know what? Let's try for a CP. No. Okay. And then I'm going to try to rally.
Using his special CP.
Yep. I get 2.
Nice.
Which lets me get the banner and because I can just do this. Haha! It's movement!
Has to be within an inch of a model that was already there, so they have to be base to base.
Darn it. Well, I can do this still.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cheat here, okay?
You're good. You can still do it like this because they're 25 mils, right?
Yeah, but then I need to be base to base. So yeah.
I mean, it's still closer. The point is to get as close as possible.
Yep.
That's it. Anything else?
So that is it for beginning of the hero phase.
My heroic action.
Yep.
I'm gonna have my best day ever on that stupid little. Well, yeah, best day ever on the wizard because that's more reliable than trying to 2 up a CP. Yeah, we're gonna do that. 2 up a CP.
Okay, you did it.
Because that lets me redeploy.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see how lucky I get.
Okay. Good luck.
Blast them.
Is it these guys, right?
Yep. So, because they're within 18. Yep.
Yeah. No doubt there.
5d3. I want to do. You've got 1 wound on him or 1 wound left on?
1 on him.
Okay, so you're 6, 7, 8.
Just roll it and we'll see if it matters.
7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only time I want to roll low.
All right, 6s. 7. Is that how many are left, right?
So I did 7, but you've got 8 left.
Oh.
Because there's 1 wound on him, the 3 wounds each.
All right, yeah, we'll roll it. All right, doesn't matter.
Okay. Did we roll for primal dice?
We did not.
Okay, let's roll for primal dice real quick. 1 primal dice.
1 each.
All right. So with 1 wound left, I'm going to do the hollow heart casting. Gonna try and blast him. I'm going to add a primal die. Did it.
Automatic.
Okay. Deals D3 mortal wounds. 2.
Can I snake eyes? Almost?
Almost.
Oh, actually, 1 wound left, right? Yeah, so he's dead. All right, so he did that.
Battle tactic complete.
Okay, so you go up 2, and then you score 1, 2.
Yeah, and so his order this turn was the plus 3 inches move.
Right.
So I would do the. These guys are going to advance forward 9.
Okay.
And this matters because if they can kill him, I score an extra point.
Right.
Which I'm not sure if I need that to get.
You do not.
Okay. And then these guys are just going to do their 10-inch move to try and tow the objective.
All right. That puts us 22 to 23 without you having to worry about that. So, again.
Did it!
Oh, man. That was super close. After that turn when I just charged in and left all the hammers, I was like, oh, no. But really, like, this won you the game.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
The mortal wounds out of that were...
When it was getting more impactful as the game went on.
And it's in both hero phases, which may get FAQ'd. We don't know.
Yeah, it may.
It's human, so there's no rules. The human stuff, they don't live in the ghetto. They live in the city proper, so they get really good rules. The no rend. What the problem is that you have to get the spell off. But when you do, pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah.
I like
so overall, cities. I think the book is too pushed on the human side.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think that there's enough oomph to do a full elven army, just because it's all relying on Tenumble Blades, and that's a single unit.
And a single cast that can be denied by Seraphon, for example.
Yeah, or Lumineth, or...
Primal dice.
Yeah.
Or just
literally anybody's going to show up at the table and go, that spell is the one spell that we cannot let go off.
Yeah.
And if you stop that, suddenly
it's not so...
they're not doing so hot.
Yeah.
You can... Sadly, I was not able to do the, counter charge on your turn shenanigans, which I wanted to do. But, somebody can't make a roll. Looking at you, Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's shelved.
Yeah. He was so... we knew he was a nothing sandwich, but he came out and really sold it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, any other thoughts about the cities? About your experience specifically here?
So, the executioners overperformed. I knew that they were going to slap.
Right.
But the fact that they went from 1 damage to 2, and they're doing the mortal wounds, and they can have the Tenumble Blades, I think, they're good. The Blackguard did better this game because you came at me.
Right.
However, in some of my test games, what I found is that they were underperforming because I have to string back to the Sorceress for the Fort Ward, which means that they struggle to go on the offense.
It's in the name. They're guards. They're not.
Yeah.
Assault.
So I'm not sold on the 20 block a guard.
Right.
If you're bringing a Sorceress, you need to bring a 10 block.
Yeah.
That's a power pair. They have to go together. And if you're bringing elves, you're bringing a Sorceress because you need Tenumble Blades.
Right.
Period. There's no questions there.
100%. And that's all just assuming you bring that stuff. I'm sure everyone's going to be rocking the sweet new models when that comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as I said a couple times in the game, if you are bringing cities, you are bringing a bare minimum of 20 Fusiliers, a Warforger, and probably 10 Steel Helms, just because suddenly battle line's not a problem anymore.
And you can make those 4-up saves, 3-up saves.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that...
And just bringing them opens up...
battle tactics.
Yeah. Because bringing them, suddenly you've got, the bring full arms to bear.
Yep.
You need more guns if you want Black Powder Bombardment, which is kill 3 units in the shooting phase. And even then, like, if you're facing Gargants, good luck.
I mean, if all you're doing is bringing that outrageous shooting that's at like 30-something inches with all the buffs, like...
Yeah.
Sixes and mortals are in addition for now.
Yes. But the other thing that I think is going to be a shoo-in for literally every army is going to be the D&D squad.
D&D squad.
Because it's actually the Command Corps.
Yeah, the Command Corps.
But
there's just the D&D party.
Squad.
Yeah. Just everyone's D&D characters. They're all way overcooked character, like, look on their sculpts and stuff, and so it's like just everyone's D&D party.
So. Yep. But the Huracanum overperformed. I was not expecting that out of it.
5d3 mortal wounds, 10d3 on just in round 5. Like,
yeah, it
feels like Croak.
Yeah. The big thing is keeping it alive because turn 1, your opponent doesn't care.
No.
Woohoo! 1d3 mortal
They just
wounds.
charge in and
But you have to keep it safe. But since it's going to be buffing your guns with +1 to hit anyways, it's just going to sit back there, and then if you've got the guns, your opponent has to get close, they're going to start getting slapped.
yeah, 1 feels like a requirement.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's a hard requirement, but once I get some Fusiliers, I think he's making basically every list.
That's what I mean. Like in the Fusiliers list,
Yeah.
1's a requirement. Especially if you've got 3 units of those guys. So good.
Yeah.
And that frees up your command ability to go on somebody that's not the issue all-out attack 3 times.
So the all-out attack 3 times is Greywater, and still the champion or the general can only issue it once. It just lets you issue it 3 times.
Right.
So you're still...
So that frees up your sub-faction choice.
Yes.
And Misthaven is super good because it also breaks the fortified stuff and
Yeah.
it's all very good. So playing against it, I didn't feel bad, but that's because I wasn't playing against the Fusiliers. I was playing just an honest man's, like, I'm just going to charge you with guys and cast good spells. I did a bunch of damage with endless spells. It all felt great.
Rude.
I know. So that was a good time.
The whole matchup was actually really fun in the magic phase.
Yeah,
A
the
lot
magic
of good
phase, just stuff was
just
happening.
flinging all over the place.
Yeah, the Primal Dice continues to be fun for me personally, at least. I can't speak for anyone else, but it's just fun. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it comes out, what day 1 Slaves of Darkness style FAQs they release, because that'll help really focus the book a little bit. Because Slaves was equally as cooked on day 1, like day 0, before the book was released and they didn't have any FAQs out. Chaos Warriors and Chosen and Knights were like rallying on 4s or something.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But now that's all, they fixed that before it got in the wild, so it's all good. So I'm not too worried. We'll see what happens.
Honestly, if the Knight or the Warriors could still rally on a 4-up, I don't think that'd be broken.
No,
But,
wouldn't be fun.
I mean, it might make them make lists.
That's true.
They're a little undercooked. Like, if they could rally on the 4-ups and then, the Knights and Chosen were still on the 5-ups, I could see some potential there.
Right.
But if they made it still Knights, Warriors, Chosen, Warriors would still be bye-bye. We don't care about you.
Yeah, it's hard to compete with Chosen.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I guess we're going to call it there. We're excited to see the Cities book. It just was put on pre-order apparently today. It was not timed. GW wouldn't have let us do this if we were under some sort of contract with them. So just happy little accident. I hope that this has inspired you to look at some of the less loved side of the Cities book, because there is some good stuff there, even if it's not going to be the majority of your lists. Aside from that, if you've enjoyed the stream, like and subscribe. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks.
Have a good one.